Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Hey, you did the point.
I did.
You went for a point. I love it. Get that point in there.
Yeah.
Aggressively pointing.
Cunts are early. We're not early. It's 8:01 now. If anything, we're late.
I know. Do you know what? When I was doing my Thursday stream, whether I was early or late, I was always late, according to these cunts. Fucking pricks. Hate them all.
You usually are late, so...
It's never true.
Yeah.
I think that this is the gaslighting of the highest order, and I hate every single one of you. Go fuck yourself. And welcome into this, the 121st. Don't get me started. I'm Alex. This is Jez.
Hello. 17:59, my lad. 7:59 here. Fuck off. Look, it's right there.
It says it there.
Yeah, and it's on my laptop, so
Look,
go
why
fuck
are we-
yourself. Why would it be wrong?
Why are we even debating it with
Yeah.
you guys?
Fuck off.
Right from the... Oh, my God. They're getting me started, Jeremy.
Bastards.
They're getting me started. Every week they get me started.
More like crapped up. Shut up, Harmstone. Dick.
I do hope wherever you are, you're sitting comfortably for...
And go fucking yourself.
I do hope you're... I don't know. Does that mean you're comfortable or not? Thank you very much for the bits, Will. 121 bits. I saw a prime sub coming in.
You cannot fuck yourself, Will.
You can remain unfucked.
Yeah, unless you want to fuck yourself, in which case, have at it.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, if we do that for you, then by all means, carry on. We won't object.
Do you feel like right off the bat they had a committee meeting? The viewers?
I think that they got together to gaslight us about the time. Yeah. Because
Just to be
apart
general
from
dickheads.
Rue was in straight away and is probably gone now. But everyone else was like not around for the pre-stream bit in their normal chatty thing, and then they all turned up. So I think they all had a
little meeting.
Yeah, they had a little meeting, and they were going to say it was actually 7:15. I ain't gone. Congrats.
Since you've been gone. No, I just think I'm just glad they seem to. What I'm telling you is they've ramped up the people are revolting, Jeremy.
Well, they've always been revolting. What we should have known that after 121.
They're rising up against us, and I, for one, endorse it. Thank you very much for jumping in and giving us all these various bits and pieces for hype trains and things. Hype. Things are saying hype at me.
Yeah. We've got some subs. We've got some bits. We love it, obviously. Thank you very much.
So much is happening. I've written so many things down here. I can't even read my own writing, much like my own father's writing.
Yeah. I thought I'll just put the basic notes, and it's filled the page. So yeah, it's safe to say, if we want to, there's a lot of fucking shit we can do today.
There is. Rome wasn't burnt in a day. That's the phrase.
I mean,
I'll say that more.
How long did it take?
Well, do you know what? I can't imagine it took that much longer than... Well, probably about a week.
Mostly stone, right? So you just got to burn the wood bits.
The wooden bits and the people, basically. But this is episode 121.
121.
Ooh, Rue's got himself got herself a gift, a gift sub from an anonymous gifter. Congratulations.
And 121 bits from Karis, but you get the 100 as a heart unicorn. And then you get the other 21 as individual heart unicorns.
Cute.
That takes some effort. Fair play. Good on you. The wooden bitties.
Those are the bits that will burn, presumably.
I see wooden bitties, right. We're just triggering people who don't like the word bitties.
Fucking hell.
Right off the
How
bat.
many streams did I miss? Yeah. Look, I don't know what to say, but I mean, I remember when we were all together in Kips for 100, and that was 21 episodes ago.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
We're storming through it now, everybody.
Yes.
Storming relentlessly to the next milestone.
Well, that's it. Normally, the next milestone would have been the 20 with having some cocktails and stuff, but we didn't do that.
No, we didn't.
In lieu of something else. So, more on that later.
More on that later, for sure.
You stay fucking tuned.
On this, the rantiest and best podcast on the entire of Twitch. Nothing's better. Like we said last week,
we've checked,
and it's and this is the only one. So thank you very much for welcome in you all. I can't even speak anymore. Thanks very much for coming in again. Hope you're sitting comfortably and drinking whatever you want on the sofa of your own. Rather, we're on our sofa.
Yes, yeah, drinking Pepsi. Obviously, why else would we want to drink anything else? And it's in a lovely little whiskey glass, so it does look like I'm being very sophisticated right now.
I'm just waiting till stream 420. Fuck me. When would that be? Somebody check that shit out. Somebody work it out.
That's a Harmstone job, that is.
We do.
If we didn't miss any, which we will.
If we didn't miss any, which we will, When do we do 420? Somebody want to play that game? Have fun.
It's gonna be easily 2028, right?
420.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for stream 420. That's such the kind of thing that somebody who loves to smoke pot would say. It's just like, this is not the number for me. It's not a number that resonates with me. I'll tell you that.
No. We missed. Well, we didn't miss it. We did it. In fact, I don't know what I'm talking about, but we did a long time ago. Episode 69.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And what other cool numbers are there? Yeah, I mean, the next cool number after that, I suppose, is 666. That's a very long time away.
You know, Goblin T-Power, who hasn't
be
been on
dead
the
by
stream
then.
for a while because I think she does role-playing games on a Tuesday.
It's rude. There are other days. Go and do it another day.
She wasn't going to subscribe or follow. I think she wasn't going to follow until a certain number.
I remember, yeah.
She has a massive obsession with numbers. So she'll like square numbers. So if it was 64, she missed 64, so she wanted to do 81, you know, and then it would go up, wasn't it, like 96 or 111 and stuff. Like, she had all these numbers in her head that she had to subscribe or whatever. So
there you go. January the 2nd, 2029 would be episode 420, except we'll miss a few, so probably
2029.
Probably
6
2030.
years?
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, we do 52 a year, right? If we do every single one.
Will we still be doing this show in 6 years' time?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
It's the honest answer. Yeah.
That sounds like the kind of meaningless nonsense she'd do. Yeah. She was
I can't remember what
into
the number was now. I think it might have been 99.
I think she was in the hundreds, and I think she was trying
because
to
it was
there.
following me, wasn't it? She already followed you,
Mm.
so it was waiting to follow me when we were going back and forth between our our channels to do this.
That's true. I was thinking about. I was trying to explain that the other day to our friend Mark when he came up, trying to explain how the streaming thing worked and blah blah blah, and how we were used to. And I was saying how I missed the fact that I would come across to your place and we set out there.
Yeah.
And then we kind of hang out there, and Aletha would come across and hang out and hype train success. Woo!
Whoop, whoop,
Thank you very much for contributing to that. If you contributed in any way,
oh, look at that emote. That's a well good emote.
you get an emote.
Yeah, it's
if
like
you
a little
contributed.
cat looking thing. I think I don't even know what it is.
Some of you are doing it already, but if you want to for the This Is Happening segment, you can add your haps or your naps using the channel points. You can also add Get in the Sea suggestions with that as well. And I believe there's also a method by which you could put in your confession.
Yeah, exclamation confess, I think, should do that for you and bring you up the link to the Google form where you can confess your sins.
Lots of things like that. And those sort of things will be what we're doing tonight. We've got some segments, old and new, tonight.
A return. There
Old
it is. It works.
And, well, old and haven't done it yet properly without the new sting, and current. I think I'm getting into the weeds here.
Those certainly were words.
Old, new, and current.
Blue.
Old, something borrowed, which is literally all of our content. So
we'll say some words, and then we'll push a button. Then we'll say some more words. You'll say some words. We'll push another button. We'll call you a cunt. Then we'll push a button.
That is the
and it will declare fuck Shed Store.
That's it. That is how it works.
That's how this show works.
Yeah.
Something old, something new, lots borrowed, something rude.
Something rude.
Very good. Man, we're getting a lot of airtime out of Rue tonight.
I know. I'm really glad.
Yeah,
I like
stuff.
Rue, so it's really cool.
It's good to have Rue back.
You haven't got your hat.
I haven't got my hat on. No, so
This is what it looks
Hat
like.
Boy. Cannot call me Hat Boy.
I used to have someone called Hat Boy in my stream who hated my singing. He used to come in all the time and hate on my singing.
One of the many people who turned up just for like drawing shit, and then as soon as you weren't doing drawing shit, they were like, "Oh, go somewhere else then." Like, okay.
As soon as I open my mouth to sing, "So lately," and then she'd be like, "I'm off. I'm having enough of this."
Pushing buttons in every form. Hey, that's a great slogan. We'll make a note of that one.
Push the button. I'm very excited. I've just got so much energy. I don't know why. Maybe because I had an excellent Easter time. I hope you had a good Easter time as well. Did you have a good one?
Most of you, anyway. Some of you, I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I did have a good Easter time. It was very nice, very wholesome with the child, and then came over to do the quiz with you guys, which we'll get into later in this show, I'm sure. But I feel like we need to push a button and get the fuck on with something.
Let's do it.
So what do you want to do? Shall we do the thing that we said we were going to do first?
Yeah.
Okay, great. In that case,
I'm so excited.
it's time for the segment we like to call Confessions.
This is your confession!
And I hope that audio level was equally as deafening as it was last week, frankly, but I think I fixed it, unfortunately. So we have a bona fide submission. We've gained some more in the last couple of minutes.
Amazing.
So there you go.
I'm really glad about that because I put a thing on our story just to say, hey, come along, there'll be confessions and shit. So if we only had one, you know.
Johnny Miller, welcome in. My ears are bleeding.
Yes.
Good. That's had the desired effect. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in. Thank you for coming in. You came in right at the moment to get your ears bled.
Thank you for that valuable feedback. You
Yeah.
know, we don't know how cunty we're being unless you tell us. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jez, you need a hat. Feels like a sin seeing you without it. Just draw one on your screen.
Imagine.
Wherever you're watching, just get a whiteboard pen and draw me a hat. And I'll try and stay still for you.
Feel free to take a screenshot of him and then put any hat you want in the markup on your phone and then sling it in Discord. And you can find the Discord because it's one of our many things.
Exclamation Discord.
Exclamation Discord.
Yeah.
And the best one gets me saying it's the best one.
There you go.
We'll all laugh at Jez.
Incentive.
You can't say fairer than that.
You probably could, but...
This is what happens when you don't bring a hat. People will make a hat for you. One of them will be a Mr. Bumble hat, for sure. If you want to give me a hat, I don't give a fuck either. Do what you want. Right, sorry. I'm getting in the way of your confession.
Yes, well, it's not my confession. It's somebody else's
Just
confession.
said it was your confession. Did it say yours confession or my confession?
This is your confession.
I'm not sure.
Do we need to push it again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
This is your confession!
Oh. Yeah, I stand corrected.
So you fucking should. Right. Forgive me, dickheads, for I have sinned. Due to a legal settlement, there is a category of things at work we are not allowed to sell or mention in association with the company. There was a conversation going on, speculating about how we wouldn't be allowed to mention this product when talking publicly about unrelated concepts, which use a word that has a meaning that could be associated with the product that must not be mentioned.
Do you know, I'm already confused.
You're following?
Is it toothpaste? It's not me. It's not me.
Yeah, we might need some kind of analogy. Like, we could use toothpaste as an analogy. They couldn't use the word fresh because it might be confused with Aquafresh.
Oh, okay.
For example.
Is this a bit like that board game or parlor game Taboo, where there's a word and you can't say it or component parts of it or kind of anything, certain words?
Or a rule involving like Glass of Ming or Ring of Fire or whatever. Like, you're not allowed to say a certain word or you have to do extra drinking. Maybe that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you want me to go through that again?
Yes,
and
please.
see if
Is
you
it
can get
apple?
your head around
Is everyone just guessing what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who.
We don't know.
It's anonymous to us as well, so I don't know who it's
we
from.
don't know.
I'm literally just reading this from the page. Right. There was a conversation going on speculating about how we wouldn't be allowed to mention this product when talking publicly about unrelated concepts which use a word that has a meaning that could be associated with the product that must not be mentioned.
Right, so
it's very well written.
I get it, yeah.
Like, if it wasn't so well written, it would be really fucking confusing. So it's very well written, I must say.
Yeah.
I chimed in to appeal to people's common sense to say that it doesn't make any sense that this unrelated concept couldn't be discussed because of a product we're not allowed to sell. I said I'm happy to take that risk and use the word to talk about the unrelated concept, not least because I do not have, and have no intention of having, a public association with the company. Does not want to be the poster child, this person.
No, they do not.
Within the hour, I received an email from someone I've never spoken to before, asking me to be on the company's public-facing podcast.
What, to explain further?
That's the end of it. Jez sounds like one of those Reddit guys.
You do sound like one of those Reddit guys.
Which Reddit guy?
I don't just like going along with it. One of those guys that says things out. And
one of those guys on TikTok.
Yeah.
That reads Like, am I the arsehole's out or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You sound just like that guy.
We'll never catch on.
No.
So there you go. Thank you for that one.
I'm trying to work out what kind of company, if your company was like, I'm trying to think of what it would be, but if it sold like fresh meat or something, it was all like bacon and stuff, like, I'm trying to work out what you then couldn't say. Or if it was Apple and you sold things like Macs, you sold like like Macs, like Rain Macs, you're not allowed to say Mac because they might think you mean an Apple Mac.
Or they might think you mean like Mark Morrison and it's the return of the Mac, for example.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Return of the Mac.
Oh, I think I know whose confession it is. Did you want to do another confession?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was just giving you opportunity to discuss that confession.
I just can't work out. It sounds like this company is a little bit kind of anal.
Up their own arse.
Yeah, it clearly is unnecessary.
Yeah. Not allowed to sell or mention in association with the company. Well, it's a shit company then, isn't it? How do you make money if you can't sell or talk about your own fucking product? Anyway.
What about mac and cheese? That's right, yeah. If you were selling...
Just eat cheese. You could do without the mac in mac
bloody
and
love
cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Just have a different type of pasta that isn't so shit and bitty. I'm not a fan of mac and cheese.
Yeah, you're not?
Clear. No, couldn't give a fuck, to be honest.
When I was in Singapore, I don't know if I said this to you, but they were doing this thing called the Zingarito. And the Zingarito is a wrap with chicken.
Yeah, it's good so far.
And bacon.
Yeah.
And mac and cheese.
It's good until... Just put cheese in. Don't put pasta in a fucking wrap. What's wrong with you?
It's just like, so it's like a wrap. Like that.
That's a wrap.
And like... down the diagonal was bacon. I suppose if you rotated it down the vertical or horizontal, however you want, you could keep turning it over.
This is too much maths for me on a Tuesday afternoon.
We're very sciencey here. But half of it is mac and cheese and half of it is chicken with a divider of bacon. How good does that sound? Come on, who's with me? That sounds fucking amazing.
A divider of bacon sounds good because most people use like lettuce or some shit thing to divide things in their wraps. So yeah. Penne and cheese just doesn't have the same ring. I disagree. How about tagliatelle and cheese? Yeah.
Listen, all I can suggest
Napoli,
is we try different shapes of. Do you know my friend at work who's called Amelie, who we talked about, was the person who is famously now, her favorite food is yogurt. I told her about this, and I asked her to comment on it, and I said just tell them to go fuck themselves, basically. But she has yet to give me a comment on it. She hates...
Oh, yes, we told you to report back to her that she should shut the fuck up.
She hasn't responded. She wasn't happy.
Funnily that.
She doesn't like spaghetti at all. She says spaghetti's slimy. Spaghetti's shit.
Then you're cooking it wrong. Sorry, Amelie, if that is your real name.
If it is a real name. So we were like, well, what do you like other shapes? She's like, oh, I like other shapes. And we're like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing in a different shape.
Jesus, fuck me.
If you don't like tortellini, or if you don't like cannelloni, or if you don't like, I don't know, whatever, then it's just the same. Ravioli, linguine, tagliatelle. It's all the same, just in different shapes.
Fusilli. How many more pastas can we get? Rigatoni, that's a great one.
What's the ones which are bows? Farfalle?
Farfalle, huh?
Farfalle.
Hey, farfalle yourself.
Farfalle and cheese. Welcome in, Lady Sorrow. Don't diss Mac.
Fuck you.
We don't know what she's talking about. She could be talking about Apple Macs.
I'm going to diss all kinds of Mac. Pasta Mac. Macs that are coats, like they're not very good. Mac as in the Apple computer. All Macs are shit. You heard it here first.
What about Pepsi Mac?
That's not Mac. That's Max.
Welcome in, Missy B. I saw you just coming in there. Hopefully you're sitting at home with a glass of red wine. I am not, unfortunately, but I will have some of it. Big Mac? Oh, yeah.
No, Big Mac is shit, mate. It's the shittest of all of the Macs at McDonald's.
Yes. I don't think it's a controversial opinion to say. Controversial opinion, Big Macs are shit.
Well, it might be, but Big Macs are shit.
Big Macs are shit.
They are the worst. Like... Why would you fuck around with a Big Mac when you could just have a double quarter pounder or a triple cheeseburger or literally anything else on the menu? I would eat like a salad bag before I ate a fucking Big Mac.
Would you eat a fillet of fish before?
I like the fillet of fish.
But typically people don't.
Not for nothing, it's the fillet of fish. But
fillet of fish? Fillet of fish, all right.
Fillet of fish, £2 to £1.
It's been filleted.
Apples and pears.
I'm not, sadly. No wine
It's been
for Missy B.
It's been filleted.
It's been filleted.
Filleted.
When you
Filleted for the lady.
like when you valet a car.
It's valeted, actually. Forgive me, dickheads, for I have sinned. Punched a chav in the face.
Does it say that?
That's all it says here. That is the entire confession.
Back on that, I believe. Oh, sorry. I know you just. Is there any more to it than that?
No, that's it.
That's it. Punched a chav in the face. Listen, we thank you for your service.
That's not a sin, mate. That's.
Do you know what I have to
That's
say?
public service.
Like that's what people say in America, isn't it? Thank you for your service. When they've served
Yes.
in the forces.
And then they're like, "Could you give us some healthcare?" And like, no, we're just gonna thank you for your service.
Conchigli. We're just naming pasta now.
Conchigli. It sounds like character from Sesame Street or a remake of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Fish burger supremacy. I don't know what the context of that, but I love it.
Fillet of fish.
Fillet of fish. That you do get one where you can. People have said you get a fillet of fish and a chicken burger and a regular hamburger, and you put them all together and like the whole all those three together. I don't know what that would be like though.
Elite says DGMS to try the chicken Big Mac, please. I would definitely do that because
Chicken
that
Big
sounds
Mac.
better. Do they put salad in it? Because that's part of the deal breaker with the Big Mac, to be honest. Yeah.
I'd rather go through COVID again than touch a Big Mac, says Rue.
I was reminiscing the other day how much I missed lockdown.
I thought you were going to say, how much I miss COVID.
Well, I mean, COVID caused it, so kind of. Like, lockdown was fucking amazing. I loved lockdown
Controversial
so much.
opinion. We're segmenting, nesting our segments.
Yeah, well, we haven't got a sting for controversial opinions yet, so we're just shoving it in where we want.
Controversial opinion.
Lockdown was fucking incredible, and I miss it. I miss, stepping outside my house and it being a ghost town. It was great.
Yeah.
Just go for a lovely, lovely government-mandated walk in the sunshine. No fuckers in your way. There's no dog shit on the pavement because the dogs are locked in too.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Fucking incredible.
Why does Jez's face look different?
I shaved a bit.
Welcome in, Dom. It might be his lack of hat.
And it's also probably my lack of hat and slightly
He's
longer hair.
hatless, man.
Yeah.
It might
I'm
be
working
that.
on the red though. It's getting better.
Oh yeah, you made your face red.
Yeah. Well, I didn't make
Boy,
it
you
red.
wasted.
Like I'm unredding it
Right.
through the use of creams and shit.
Having two things in the way means it is hard to. If I look like I'm doing this, it's because I'm reading the chat.
Because there are two tripods that we're trying to get through.
And two tribes go to war.
Forgive me, dickheads, for I have sinned. Totally didn't get my mates to lock out my old head of year outside during prom so that I could sneak in with vodka. Got caught, kicked out, and banned. That's a good confession.
Say that again. Say they totally didn't.
Totally didn't get my mates to lock my old head of year outside during prom, by which they mean they did that. So I could sneak in with vodka, got caught, kicked out, and banned.
Banned from what? It's the prom. It's the end of the year, right? You're done. Does it matter if you get banned from school at the end of school?
Probably not.
Presumably, prom is the end of what we would consider
Usually
the end of
is.
secondary school.
Yeah.
By the way, if you've managed a sting whereby you get your friends to lock the head of year, out, and you still get caught, you're fucking shit, mate. I'm just saying, if you go to that sort of level of heist and the heist doesn't pay off, just a bad heist, man. Bad heist. Went all to that just for the vodka and still get caught. Terrible. But thank you very much for your confession.
Yeah.
You can put confessions in with !confess.
Yes,
It'll take
and
you
it's
to
on the Google form.
Google form.
And eventually I'll learn how to clear them so that I don't read the same ones again.
Can't help feeling it might have been Rue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it says, best night ever, got banned from the grounds, and I wore black, and the bitch found me.
Perhaps Rue was not as camouflaged as they believed.
It was an angelic white prom, and you were wearing black. How did they find me? Against a sea of white, everyone else was...
Confession, tick. That's a done.
Anyway.
Not reading any more today, so confess away. We'll get to them next week, and so on and so forth. There you go.
There was some good confessions there. I did actually like Rue's confession. Shush, Ches, I was skilled.
I like that you just call it confesh. Like, we're already
Did I?
colloquialing it up.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it. It might have been a
I
mistake.
loved Rue's confess.
Confess. I love your confess.
Chuck us your confess, and we'll read it on the sesh.
I was trying to be like Sean Connery. Confess. Confess your sins to us. Trebek.
This is your confession.
This is your confession. Right, we can cross that off our list. Just a quick bit of business.
Yeah.
Oh, something's wrong with me. We reported a couple of weeks ago that we applied to Twitch.com.
Twitch.com.
Did I say Twitch.com?
You did.
Do you know
you cannot speak today.
I cannot.
Great.
Twitch.com. Oh my god. It's because I keep writing Twitch.tv on every TikTok we do. So everything. TwitchCon. To put our wonderful improvisation skills into a workshop and give it to the people of TwitchCon. But they told us to go fuck ourselves because they knew who we were. Yeah. So.
It's getting old. Can't
getting
speak
old.
Anymore.
Getting old. Getting old. We're all getting old.
Need a new batch of Fixodent or something to keep those teeth in line.
Just fucking... Twitch is a con. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all pretty bad. I think it's probably the best as we're going to get.
Yeah. It's like the king of the con men.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Mac is the new place, apparently. Well, there you go. Let's all go stream on Mac. It's certainly better than eating it.
What was I going to say? Yeah, we applied to be part of TwitchCon. They told us today we had not been successful. In fairness, probably hundreds of people did go into it and listen.
And then as soon as they rejected us, they immediately spammed with like tickets for TwitchCon, blah blah blah. Like I've got multiple Twitch accounts for different things, obviously. So I got an email on every single one of those. No word of a lie. I received 5 invitations to go and buy tickets for the thing they had just rejected.
Because I'm only on Always Be Chatting, I got it once, but I read it. It was 125 quid if you want to go, Jeremy.
Fuck you.
Actually, specifically, it was 125 euro. Does that still make you say fuck you?
It does. It's slightly cheaper, but it's still a fuck you. Yeah, big time.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, considering we're not going to be there.
No, and we were the best thing that was going to happen.
So why would anyone want to go anymore?
I don't understand. Do they not understand? They've just lost money.
Yeah.
If they only knew. Can't believe. Maybe next year.
They've probably got an algorithm that like gets people to come and look in every time they hear the word Twitch on a stream. So Twitch, fuck you. Fuck you, buddy.
Listen, I'm going to start my own con.
You and your Bezos can go fuck themselves.
I'm going to run my own con, and it's going to be fucking wicked.
It's going to be the long con.
That's right. It's going to be just me and my penis.
I thought you said it was the long con.
Boom. Fuck them. Let's host our own con with blackjacks.
And cushions. And cushions on the bed. And dogs in the sea.
Screw the blackjack.
And mac and cheese for everyone.
Oh, dear. Yes. But anyway, that's just something. That's just something to tell you, is that we will no longer be going there. Which is good, because now I don't have to write the fucking workshop.
And we're telling you now before you buy a ticket for it.
Don't buy one.
Expecting us. Don't bother. We'll be here on July the 9th or whatever it is, except we won't because that's not a Tuesday. But around then, you get the idea.
Do you know, if I was really behind it, I'd write the improv workshop and deliver it regardless and go, fuck you!
On another platform.
Yeah.
Here is our...
On Kick.
Yeah, here is our Twitch improv workshop on YouTube. Or whatever.
That would be good.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move swiftly forwards. Would you like to introduce our next segment?
Yes, this is a segment we like to call Today I Fucked Up.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew he fucked up.
Love it. I love it. Today I Fucked Up is a segment where we take fuck-ups from Reddit and we read them out, and then you tell us how it's bullshit really.
My pen.
I was quite pleased, actually, Jeremy, because we found some which were reasonably decent, where last week I was reporting how everything about it was shit. So, you know.
Everything sucks.
Today, Twitch fucked up by not having you guys at TwitchCon.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Right.
It's going to be full of fucking idiots. It's going to be full of people just with, like, nothing to say.
Two less idiots.
I just don't believe anyone's got anything worthwhile to say.
No, we posited, and by we I mean Aletha and I, that they're just going to get people in who have loads of viewers already.
Yeah,
and it's just like
they don't want people. They don't want small.
The rich
streamers.
getting rich. It's just a false economy.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Today, Jez fucked up by not wearing a hat. Rue, honestly, it's been a good while since I wore a hat on DGMS. Probably Christmas.
Yeah.
Keep up, mate.
Is there a reason why you haven't been wearing a hat?
Just kind of happy with my hair at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Maybe I should wear a hat. Oh no, I can't imagine it. Yeah, I can't imagine me doing that. It'd be really weird.
I've got to get a hat for the upcoming birthday celebrations of the wife dinner party thing.
Oh, I've got to do my entire costume for that.
That isn't a cap. So I might we'll just make that a thing. Wearing a hat that isn't a baseball cap.
A lid. Stick your lid on. Man, Rue's very fighty. I don't care. I'll fight you.
You've come to the right place.
You are correct in your location.
The first rule of Don't Get Me Started is go fuck yourself.
Correct.
The second rule of Don't Get Me Started is also go fuck yourself.
Hey, don't even ask about the third one. Hannah's in. Welcome in, Hannah. Welcome in, everybody. I'm seeing lots of people coming in tonight, and I hope you're having a good time hanging out. This is Today I Fucked Up. We've got a couple of fuck-ups for you. You will be the judge. Twitch is a twat. Twatch. That could be our own platform. Twatch. Yeah.
Yeah. You must be this twat to stream.
I don't know. Oh dear. Putting lots of Jez hat try-ons in Discord. I can't wait to see these things.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I have to use them. Maybe what we'll do is we'll use them next week. But
yeah. Why not?
Do you want to do yours first, or shall I do mine first?
I don't mind. You found them, so tell me which order we should be doing this.
I don't know. I think I'll do mine first.
Okay.
I think I'll do mine first. I don't know whether this is true, but here we go. Today I fucked up. Keeping my flash on for texts. Today I fucked up keeping my flash on for texts. I find texts a hard word to say. Update. Update from the
already?
beginning?
Oh no, is there a first part that's been missed?
I don't think... No, I don't think so. I'll read the whole thing out. I'm pretty sure there isn't an update. Update. Okay, this is kind of blown up. I'm still not sure if I should go back. I think the person wrote it and then edited their own original post.
That's not how you update, but
No.
carry on. Yeah.
If you flash them, then they're called sexts. Do you know what I mean about saying that? I think it's otherwise it sounds like you're just saying sex. Sexts. You've got to hit that T.
You got to get the T in there.
Got to get the T in there. Okay, this is kind of blown up. I'm still not sure if I should go back. The girls were very attractive.
Then you should probably go back.
And I'm not sure if I have the confidence to face them after what happened, but I'm debating.
Fuck that, mate. Get back and get your dick out.
Get back to where you once belonged.
Get arrested.
In the words of the Beatles.
Spend the night in prison.
Also, genuinely thought I was average-ish, but I guess Reddit is brutal. I just realised. By the way, this is a bit like telling you the end of the story and then taking you to the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
Also, genuinely thought I was average-ish, but I guess Reddit is brutal.
So, have been called fugly by Reddit.
Here we go. I'm 45.
Bad vibes, Reddit. How dare you?
I'm 45. Recently decided to take up yoga. And I want to maintain...
That was your first mistake. Never start yoga at the age of 45.
Never start yoga.
Full stop.
I want to maintain my flexibility. I'm not in the best shape. I signed up for a class, and when I got there, it was all women. Definitely mid-20s. I went to the instructor, who was also probably mid-20s, and I asked if I was in the right class.
She looked at me up and down and said, absolutely not.
She said she double-checked and said I was, and that everyone is welcome. Because money's money.
Everyone is welcome.
Cosy lives. Doesn't matter who you are, you're going to do some yoga.
Everything is cool when you're twisting on mats. Everything is welcome.
Did you get asked to write that as a little sting for them? Because maybe you should send that in. After about halfway into the class, the workout was getting too tough for me. And I told the instructor, I'll come back to a more beginner class. What? Why is this not already a beginner class? Anyway, I got my phone from the front and checked my messages before leaving. Now, I have this feature...
I now understand the fuck up.
Now, I have this feature on my phone where there is a flash that lights up when I get a text. As I was holding up the phone, the flash goes off and several girls notice.
This is not true.
A few of them stop the workout and come up to me and ask, "Did you just take a pic of us?" I explained to them it was just a feature in my phone for texts and even showed them my gallery.
At which point they said, "This is all made up. I'm not even here asking you this question."
I am fictitious, as are you. The instructor walked over and said, "Show us the trash folder. And if it's clear, then we're okay." I would have said, "You're not looking at my fucking phone, you cunts. I don't give a shit. I didn't even want to stay here. I didn't even want to come back. So no, I'll be showing you fuck all." But instead, I gave her the phone to look through. A few girls hovered over the phone, take a look, and a couple of them start laughing. The instructor says, "Okay, you're fine," and hands me the phone while clearly trying to hold in a laugh. I'm confused, and when I go outside, I recheck my trash, and to my horror, it's a picture of me with my penis next to a tape measure. I was measuring it a few days ago.
Oh, fuck off.
And completely forgot about it.
Whatever, you twat.
For the DMs asking, I'm average, uncut, about 4.25 inches.
I see. That's what they consider average, and they're not average according to Reddit.
Yes.
Yeah. TLDR, I made this all up, and I've got a tiny micro penis.
I don't know if I can go back to that class again.
Because it doesn't exist.
Figured I would get Reddit's reactions. How bad of a fuck up is this? Any chance they forget about the story? TLDR, I'm a liar.
We've already forgotten about it.
Ha ha ha, not true.
I lied about this, and I lied about the other stuff, but now you know how big my penis is.
The thing about this, I don't know whether he's getting some sort of kink aspect from saying he has a small penis and then getting everyone on the internet. When he's like, "It's good, right, everybody?" And they're like, "No, it's small." And he's like, "Kink achieved." So I don't know if that's what the...
There are people who are into being told that they're, like, worthless.
Yeah. Like, he's like, "I did a stupid thing in front of really young, pretty girls, and I've got a small penis, and now they all know." And I'm like, "Oh, none of this happened. It's just a kink thing for you." And you've decided to go to Reddit to make sure it happened.
If you think it's a decent size, you don't need to measure it. If you're using it regularly and you get a positive reaction from the person you're using it with, you don't need to measure it.
You don't need to measure it. And if you don't measure it, you can always guess, can't you?
Does this do what it's supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it does. Great. Thumbs up. Anonymous gifter gifting to Hannah. Good job. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Whoever that was, I fucking love you. Hannah's a cheap date. Gift sub.
Gift sub. That's all it takes. Where's Ali when he needs to know things like that? Right. That was the end of my... I mean, the thing is, keeping a flash on for texts, so when you get a text, your flash flashes, is irritating. And I should know that because Amelie does it at work. She has her... When she gets a text, it flashes.
It's not even on the right side of the phone. Why would you want that?
No, because she puts her phone face down, and so the flashes the camera is up, so it flashes up to say, I've got a text. But anyway,
all right, show off. Everyone gets texts.
We all get texts. Okay, so this was bullshit, and there you go.
This one better not be bullshit, mate, or I'm gonna severely doubt your ability to find Tifu. What up, Ben? Welcome in.
Hey. But surely, if you're putting your phone screen side down, you don't want to be distracted. Yeah, you would think that.
It's just an attention-seeking cunt thing. You can tell that to Emily as well.
I don't dare say that to Emily. She might be watching.
Today... Am I reading? Sorry.
Read.
Okay.
Yes, read, sorry.
Today I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I said yes to Naked Guitar Guy.
Now, I have to say from the outset, I think this might be true, but I only went through it once, so...
Okay. This has a disclaimer. A disclaimer you don't often get on this show. Warning, if you are religious and nudity/sex offends you, please do not proceed further. By which we mean, keep watching.
Keep watching.
All right, here's the deal. For some, today is an important religious holiday. I mean Sunday, I guess.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday for those watching months down the line and like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. For some, it's just another Sunday. Regardless, people are supposed to be enjoying their Sunday. Well, it's not mandatory, mate.
No.
You don't have to enjoy.
You can hate your Sunday.
You can spend it writing fucking shit tifus so that people tell you how crap your penis is, for example. No one's enjoying that. There is no enjoyment in that Sunday.
No.
People are supposed to be enjoying their Sunday, except for me. Last night, I connected with a guy who was in town for the weekend. When he showed up at my door after midnight, he was, no joke, in a karate outfit and had a guitar with him.
Strum first, strum hard, no mercy.
I figured out...
Very good joke. Sorry.
I figured out immediately he was in town for the anime cosplay convention thing. Now, I'm not up on my anime. Are you up on your anime?
I am. It's
Okay.
well known.
Can you tell me which character is in a karate outfit with a guitar?
I don't know if he has a guitar. It sounds like a Dragon Ball Z thing. Is this Goku? I think it's Goku.
Noku.
That would be my Goku character.
Sounds like a busy man with a bawling life. Oh my god, it's Dr. Fruitbat. is this you? Are you naked guitar guy? 57% of them. Really?
Yeah, most anime people have very, very spiky anime hair, don't they?
It doesn't say anything about that, though.
Oh, what did it say?
In a karate outfit with a guitar.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I don't know. But I have read through it a little bit, so I do know he has spiky hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
He'll get to it.
I figured out immediately he was in town for the anime cosplay convention thing. To be sure, there were questions.
I bet there were.
Lots of questions. But he was also super hot, which was a surprise considering he was an anime enthusiast. Shots fired!
If you're an anime enthusiast, you can't be hot.
You're not allowed to be hot, according to Op. Yeah.
Oh, I hate there's going to be a TikTok with my uncle making an anime joke. Well, listen, I love it, and it's going in.
And your brother's going to edit it.
Yes!
Unless I do.
And you're going to watch it.
We'll see. I won't edit that one, just for your personal disenjoyment. Yeah. Right, let's read that again without me
Cosplay
laughing.
dudes are shredded, says Dom.
But also, he was super hot, which was a surprise considering he was an anime enthusiast.
Outrageous.
Parentheses. I am sorry, I don't mean to stereotype anime convention goers. End parentheses. I think you do. I think you do mean
That's
to
what you meant to
stereotype.
do,
That's exactly
yes.
what you did. And yeah. So yeah, what questions? I let him in. Duh. The clothes came off pretty much immediately. That's one way to solve a cosplay problem.
Yeah.
But before we go to the real fun, he wanted to play me a song on his guitar, buck naked. That's a baller move. I've got to throw it out there.
I just think
Allow me to delay gratification to play you a song with my balls out.
that's mental. Do you know, I have to say, the times I've tried to use guitar to woo a lady,
Woo!
and then slap them in the chest like Ric Flair. Once it's been made clear that sex is on the cards, I will put the guitar.
Proceed to the sex. Yeah.
I don't. You can. Yeah. Hey, look, jackpot, mate. You've hit oil. Stop drilling. Anyway,
She's already invited you in a fucking gi or whatever the fuck you were wearing.
this I think. Where's this man come from? I think it's just a random. I don't know if it says at the beginning, but it seems like she's called him up from some sort of
The
dating.
internet.
Yeah, the internet, dating apps.
Yeah.
Found a booty call, Tinder.
Yeah. Okay. Unusual, but he was hot. So okay. He sat on the edge of my bed, playing some rendition of Hotel California. I mean, it was pretty erotic, seeing a guy play the guitar with a full-on erection and spiky Goku ? Hair.
By the way, I don't know how sexy it is to go around to someone's house, kind of who you don't know, in their bedroom for the first time, and then hit the lyric, "You can check out any time you want, but you can never leave." That sounds like something That's a bit...
That's a certain type of sex that most people are not soliciting. That.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think this is fake because I think Naked Guitar Guy wrote this. I think he went home and wrote it from another person's perspective.
Like, I'm so cool.
I'm so fucking awesome. Allow me to write the ways for Reddit to read.
And by the way, I was ripped.
Yeah. The musical talent truly upped his hotness from an 8 or 9 to a full-blown 11. I don't know if it was me, or if he added flourishes, or if the song was actually that long, but I grew impatient for his D, not gonna lie.
He probably played a D at some point. Anyway.
So that was a good joke.
It was a good joke.
Better than your last one.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the last one already. Oh, actually, I thought that was better.
No.
Who's to say?
No. Noku. Oh my god. Hannah, earmuffs.
No.
He never finished the song. I was face down, arse up, and ready. So ready, I told him to stop playing, and he obliged.
By the way, she gets down, face down, arse up, before
That's
she
the way
even...
we like to fuck.
Before she says, stop playing. He's seeing this,
He gets up,
and he's like,
face down, arse
down,
up.
down, down.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Like, you'd think that would be enough for him to go take the hint and go, oh, I should now stop playing. But she had to say the words.
She's literally dripping on the floor.
Stop playing.
Must stop playing now.
Hurry up, guitar guy. She's getting desperado.
El desperado. Sorry, I just read ahead to the next line. This morning, as I was doing my usual chores, I saw a big-ass skid mark, parentheses, with a tiny side of dingleberry surprise, end parentheses.
I don't really think... I think I both know and don't know what that means. But we'll leave that to your imagination, maybe.
A skid mark with a lump of shit next to it.
That is...
tiny little nug.
A little nug.
Oh, everyone likes nugs, right?
Feels so fucking sick.
On my brand new RH Hotel Collection sheets, where he sat and played the guitar last night. I waited 2 months for these. How many times did I brush my legs across that skid mark last night? And what else did I touch? So instead of having fun relaxing on Easter Sunday, I am hand washing my brand new bed sheets. Mate, honestly?
Can't you just put them in the fucking washing machine? A shitar.
They're sheets, bruh. Just wash them.
Dingleberries are not part of your 5 a day. That's an official line from Absolute Bedlam podcast.
We'll put that on the poster. I have ruined a set before in the washer and dryer, sadly. Yeah, but just buy less shit sheets then. You're like, I bought brand new RH Hotel Collection sheets. Clearly they're shit if you can't fucking wash them. And Lysoling the surfaces in my bedroom and bathroom. Not a good Easter for me. TLDR, I said yes to the hot naked guitar guy, and now I'm spending my Sunday afternoon hand washing my RH sheets because of Goku's smudge, or whatever he was supposed to be.
I believe this happened. It seems so strange and weird to me. I also believe now we think probably it wasn't written by the guy.
Yeah.
But what is... She keeps talking about RH sheets.
I assume that's a brand.
Yeah.
I buy sheets that I can put in the washing machine, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I think she wants to talk about this.
Yeah. Anybody? I know some of you are posh twats out there and buy pointless fucking sheets. Anybody care to out themselves as a shit sheet buyer?
Extra bit of Purcell on the shitty bit, 40-degree wash.
Literally and figuratively.
That's it. That's
a
it.
Shit
That's
sheet buyer. My boxes, says Absolute Bedlam, often look like a motocross track.
You shared enough stranger's bodily fluid last night. Don't get all squeamish now.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you. Look,
Yeah.
this is all...
Like, we listen to all this bullshit. Oh, fucking pen. It keeps flying out. We listen to all this bullshit, and we don't get any gory details about the actual act and how you reacted to it and all that stuff.
Hotel California? That's a long old song.
It's a lovely place.
What a troll, though. Imagine going around and you're, like, got a guitar and, like, before we make her the love...
Hey, if you
play the guitar.
If you had the brazenness to do this, it would be fucking amazing. You get a girl back, you get naked, you sing a long ass song like Hotel California, and then you just pick up your clothes and leave. You don't have sex. You just drop the track, wait for applause, and then get the fuck out of there and leave them fucking palpitating.
Play like I want to say Paranoid Android by Radiohead. That'd be incredible. If someone came round to see me and they just played that and left, I'd be very happy. Or like Bohemian Rhapsody's quite long. Play Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. But you can never leave. Yeah. It's a lovely place.
It's a lovely place.
You can never leave.
Plenty of room at the Hotel California. But their sheets are shit.
Go with American Pie. That's a good one. That goes on for fucking ages.
Pie. A long, long time ago. Oh, fuck me. That also sounds so depressing to start. It's like, but before I make her the love. I don't know why.
Before I make her the lover. Before we commence the lover making.
I sing the song. A long, long time ago. Like really slowly. I can still remember. And it's like, oh my God.
She's there basically laying into her own arse cheeks, slapping them. Come on, get to it. Sorry, we're barely out of the first verse yet. You're gonna have to wait.
It would be worse if it was a song they'd written themselves. Like, and now one I've written myself, and it's just
and
like...
it keeps coming to a crescendo, and then there's a pause, and then it goes again. Oh man, they're writing this song. My naked guitar guy. I took my butt to the sheets, but my butt weren't dry.
Don McLean and my sheets.
That was very good.
Good work. That
was really good. Yeah,
I like it. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, that went somewhere. I'm glad. I'm not too sure, but it was quite silly. But
that was fun.
Yeah,
that was pretty fun.
Okay.
Where do you want to go now?
I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, okay. I like questions.
I know.
I like trains too.
First, I got to find my... Where's my mouse pointer?
Oh, you probably just need to click because it's been gone to sleep.
Okay. There it is. So, is this the person that you think is not Anna Torv?
Is this not Anna Torv?
Ah.
I'll tell you what, Alex. I haven't got a fucking clue who that is. It does look a lot like Anna Torv. But I haven't got a fucking clue who it is. And it is certainly not the person that I often mistake for Anna Torv.
That is not...
That is not Anna Torv. But it does look a lot like her.
I know who she is, but her name's gone from my mind. She's in the Leftovers.
Oh. Is she a leftover Anna Torv?
She is a leftover Anna Torv. And by the Leftovers, fucking incredible. She's really good in that.
No.
But what you're telling me is that's not the person.
That is not Anna Torv. I'm sorry.
That's a pity.
It's not Anna Torv.
Well.
I do love that you do.
I try and time it with a ting.
It looks really good. Yeah.
She's not Anna Torv.
She's not
She
Anna Torv.
is in the Leftovers. She's leftover. I have to say she is. If she wasn't, she wouldn't be in the show. I'm just saying.
Lindsay Duncan. That's a name I don't know, so maybe.
I don't know. Her name will come to me in a bit.
No idea. Well, you've got the mouse now, so you can choose the next sting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what have we got left? What have we got?
So many things. We need to do some crossing out.
So many things.
If you could
throw on the ground.
Bear with us a moment. We've got some crossing
like
out
this
to do.
and this.
We've done that. Hey, we could go for this.
I was wondering to keep that a bit later and do... Are we doing that?
We are doing that. When do you want to do that? I could read that, don't worry.
I didn't think you could.
No, I could. It is a terrible, terrible scribble, but I could read it.
I read it quite quickly.
Yeah.
I'm an adult! We could do that. Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me find where is it?
It's the.
I'm not normally the person that does this.
It's the dark red one there.
Is this
yeah,
one?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So it's been a while,
Yes.
but it's time to bring it on back. It's the segment we like to call "Haters Gonna Hate."
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Almost as much. I'm going to give you the mouse back.
Thank you.
Almost as much as I love the Lovers Are Gonna Love. A segment where we hate on shit that, well, we suggest or you suggest. We've hated on an awful lot of stuff. Technically, it should be stuff that we actually like. And then
That's
we're
the
made
idea.
to hate.
Yeah. We're hating on things that we don't want to hate on, is basically the crux of this.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first? Would you like to do some hating?
I would like to do some hating.
Okay.
No, thanks.
I feel like this one has been a long time coming, really.
Yeah, well, I had to think about this.
And yeah.
Hate on Anna Torv. You could hate on Anna Torv.
I mean, I'm have indifference about Anna Torv. It's the other person that I like.
There's stuff you can suggest in the chat. In the chat.
But we have this week's ones already.
Well, maybe we'll hold on to these. If you have a suggestion, we can always, and they're good, we can use them next time.
Right.
I have thought about this actually.
Oh, are you going to make me rant first? Okay.
Oh yeah. Did you want to go first? Or do you want to go the other way?
I'm not sure what going first means. Whether.
Oh yeah, that's. Do you want to hate on something? Do you want me to give you something to hate, or do you want to give me something to hate?
I'll give you something to hate.
Cool.
First.
I haven't thought about it at all, so let's have fun.
Okay. Right.
What am I gonna hate on?
Okay. So this one has definitely been a long time coming.
Okay.
Because we haven't done this segment in a very long time.
Yes.
But yet you still find a way to bring this into almost every conversation. I would like you to hate on Deathloop.
I don't bring it into every conversation.
Okay, every other conversation.
Okay, no, I think you were right the first time. Oh my god. Deathloop. I might have said in the past how much I love Deathloop, but this is a lie. Deathloop's one of the most boring, repetitive, pointless games that I've ever had the misfortune to play. Don't play it. Some people will think it's a bit like Dishonored or Dishonored 2. That's right, Arcane Studios. You've only got one trick and you've repeated it 3 fucking times. And then you did some DLC and made it the same. And then you did some DLC for Deathloop and made it the same. The only thing that makes Deathloop any different is you decided to make less levels by looping them again and again. That's all you needed to do. It's the greatest trick that Arcane ever pulled, was to decide they wanted 4 levels over 4 times of day, which means they basically go, we don't have to come up with 16 levels, we'll just come up with 4 and repeat them. And then all we'll do is we'll repeat them again and again and again as much as you want to play them. So ultimately, a super, super basic game. It's got the same mechanics, it's got the same engine as Dishonored, and I love Dishonored, which is probably why I thought I loved Deathloop. When I realised
he was wrong.
I was wrong. I was incorrect. Also, time travel style games and looping games have been done. They aren't interesting. It's as bad as zombies. Just been done. Stop doing the same thing again and again. Alex, you're an inspiration to us all. That's true. Alex sounds like a year 6 reading of a script for their end of year play. Maybe. Have you seen the old PC gamer video on 3 ways to play Dishonored? I have not, but I presume that there's the right way, the wrong way, and the max power way.
Max Power. He's the man whose name you'd love to touch, but you mustn't touch. And that's the end of that chapter.
I got it off a hairdryer. The name sounds good in your ear. What the fuck? Deathloop has Dishonored has 3 ways of been playing: the kill everything, the not kill everything, and probably the way in between. But yes,
on, off, and thrown out the window
in the sea. Deathloop.
It does sound like we're in the sea at the moment. By the way, like this weather is beating down on Borton Towers.
Yeah, absolutely
horrible weather.
Yeah,
that's what's shit.
Yeah, so that's Deathloop. a repetitive, loopy game, and people think that time-based looping is going to be cool and get better. Also, I predicted what the plot was going to be, and it was incredible. When I got to the end of it, the plot wasn't the plot I'd come up with in my head, and my plot was better than theirs. So let me just say, Arcane, my story's better than yours, and your game is shit.
I've always suspected such. I'm glad that you could finally get that off your chest.
I wanted to clarify, you know.
Yeah. Perhaps now I'll stop.
Not Deathloop again. Fuck you all, Deathloop. Can't even say it.
Haters gonna hate, man.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna fucking hate. Deathloop's a pile of shit.
That was good. Congrats. I enjoyed.
Thank you.
Much funs.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to read that in a bit because it's a bit too low on the tripod, but I will read it. So many things getting written down. So, haters going to hate. We're going to make you hate on something.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it.
I've written down this because I know you like Star Trek. So, I've written Picard.
Oh, that's going to be easy. Because, like, the first 2 seasons were utter trash. So, that's good.
Season 3. I'm just saying. I know you hated the first 2. Picard, Season 3.
Such a prick. Okay. Picard Season 3 is just as shit as the other ones, let's be honest. Because from the beginning, they were like, how can we get even more nostalgia into Season 3 than we already put in the first 2 seasons, completely unnecessarily, ignoring any kind of plot or character development. We even put in shit characters to the first 2 series to make it really easy to ignore the shit characters. But now you've got the characters that everybody loves into it, and you've just brought them back for a cheap little reunion. There's no substance to anything. You've even ruined some of the characters because some of the characters, spoilers incoming, have already died twice. So like, right, let's bring back Data again, shall we? Let's just like,
Data.
Like, sorry, isn't Data dead? Yeah, but fuck it, he's coming back. Data's back. Except it's not just Data, is it? You can't just bring back Data.
No.
Because that's not enough for Brent Spiner.
No.
He has to demonstrate his range as a character actor in every possible opportunity. So you've got to have Lore in there as well so that he can be a bit of a psycho fucking bitch. You've got to have Lal and B4 in there so that he can act as a child, both male and female. And then you have to have them all conflicting in his head so that he can do a schizophrenia type thing, like he's auditioning for some schizophrenia play. I don't know any schizophrenia plays, but I assume there are some. And
Maybe
he's,
you should
and
write
he's
one.
auditioning to that. Yeah. Then you have such like bullshit as you just had Riker and Troy back in the first 2 seasons, where you gave them a bullshit story about a dead kid, and then they were fine, really. They were living in the forest and everything was happy. And then you bring them back in this one, and then apparently they're arguing about the fact that they were so fucking happy in the first 2 seasons because you just needed to artificially create a conflict. So now they're fighting and they're separate, and then actually no, fuck, shit. We need some kind of peril. Let's get Troy back, and she's been kidnapped. And Riker gives a fuck again now because reasons, I don't know. He'll say Imzadi 6 times, and then we'll know that he gives a fuck.
He does.
So yeah, and that's just like 2.5 characters that I've ranted on there.
I know.
Don't even get me fucking started about Picard and his son.
What a surprise.
Jesus fuck. Like, I really hope that coming into this, says Nostalgia Prick number 7, that we have Picard and Beverly getting together. Well, fuck you. Spoiler alert once again. They already got together and they've got a 20-something-year-old son. So you got what you wanted, and now they're just hammering that point home with a son who for some reason has a British accent, even though he's not British, he's American. Oh, I went to university in London. Fuck you. You don't get a British accent just for going to university in London. Jesus fucking Christ. There's so much bullshit in it. Fuck Picard. All 3 seasons, but especially season 3. It's the worst of them all.
Congratulations. Very well hated. Have a drink.
Can I breathe now?
You can. So, that's us hated. We have hated. Now, what was it that I had to hate on?
Sounds bad. You should watch Lower Decks instead.
Fuck. Dexter season 8 was a complete car crash. I mean, I have to say,
Why can't people finish shows, Alex? Honestly, like, nobody can finish a show. A show that has been incredible, like, from start to almost finish, does not get to the finish and is shit at the end.
you need to finish a show. You need to stick the landing. People can't do it. I think I watched about 4 episodes of Dexter. There was a point where everyone was going on about Dexter. I remember I was at work and everyone's like, "Oh my god, have you seen this bit in Dexter? And Dexter's got to go and destroy some evidence, but they've got a camera on the thing and they're going to see him go in there, so they're going to know that the person's doing it is Dexter." And I'm like, "Oh god, this sounds fucking terrible." So I think Dexter sounds shit. I've never seen any more than the first few episodes. Also, like,
I've only watched the first 2 seasons. And I want to watch more of it because it's got John Lithgow in it, and John Lithgow's fucking incredible.
yeah.
So.
There's a point at the start where they're all like all the police guys are all together and they're all discussing stuff, and the chief of police is there, and they're entertaining ideas for how the person's been killed, because they keep finding them like frozen in place, or all the bits perfectly preserved.
Oh yeah, and they're all like way. I can't remember it properly, but aren't they all way fucking off? And
Yeah.
And so like Dexter comes in and goes, "Had you considered
Actually,
this spot on thing because I did it?" Oh, whoops,
It's-
I didn't say that.
it's Dexter's sister, who's like this young, fresh-faced
the
rookie,
cop.
and she comes in and goes, "Had you considered maybe it's like an ice cream or a refrigerated van would be able to do this?" And they were, "Ha ha ha! What's a woman doing in here? Coming in here with a suggestion? Get out of here, rookie scum! I don't give a fuck about you." And she kind of like tail between her legs out with the correct fucking response. And I'm like, "Oh my god." I know the point of this is that she'll be like, "Ah, ha, 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 vindication," but it still felt like shit when I watched it. So fuck Dexter. Anna Torv's in it. Is she? Is Anna Torv in? Is Anna Torv in Dexter?
I don't think Anna Torv's in Dexter.
We haven't worked out who she
No.
is. So.
No, that's what's her face from Lost. She's not Anna Torv. If that's who you mean. What's her face from Lost?
Did Rue's telling you not to drink from the bottle?
I didn't drink from the bottle.
Maybe they thought you were going to.
I got a fucking glass.
We've all got glasses. All 2 of us.
Jez, could you pose? Oh, sorry, I was doing that anyway. I just naturally posed because I'm a poser.
Yeah, but ACAB even in TV shows. Not in The Wire though, right?
How's that? Well, that's another show that didn't fucking stick the ending, isn't it?
No, it didn't actually.
The Wire actually got pretty shit pretty quickly. Like, the only reason people watch from, like, the 3rd season on is waiting for that guy to go, She.
Clay Davis, is it?
Yeah, Clay Davis.
That
was all I was watching for in the end. I don't know about anyone else.
I'm going to write down this so I don't forget. I've got a hate on the Sage Bambino.
Oh, do you? Are you going to do that? Or are we going to do that another day?
We can save
let's
it, I guess.
Let's not blow our haters all at once.
No.
But write it down.
Yeah.
You write it down. I keep losing my pen.
Never seen The Wire. It is good.
Watch the 1st season and then stop.
I think you can go for a couple more.
Oh, no, you can go for a couple more. You've got to get...
Got to get Stringer Bell in there and all that
Stringer,
sort of stuff.
Yeah, you've got to get Stringer in there. Yeah.
I think it goes to 5, and I think the last one is where... Otherwise, that's a spoiler. I can't say it. But basically, McNulty goes off on.
I mean, The
the
Wire
rails.
is easily 15 years old. I think if they haven't watched it by now, they can get a spoiler and go fuck themselves, quite frankly. And Coffee generally. He's done Coffee, I want to say.
Yeah, I feel confident about that, but I haven't done
the Sage Bambino because that's a new cunty thing that he's
I have to have a think about
that
how
he's
to hate
got
on that.
obsessed with. Yeah.
I mean, I just
Yeah, this is the problem with suggesting them now. You give us time to think
yeah.
and really
Upright.
really hate on them.
I watched Upright. What's that? What do I have
Never
to watch
seen
that on?
Upright.
Okay. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. We've hated on some things.
Yeah.
I'll
just cross that out.
Done some confessions.
Without yeeting
some
my-
Tifus.
My pen across. Oh, I've got to cross out Tifu as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
See,
Ah,
now-
we've got through most of this now. Actually.
Yeah.
What's the time?
It's just after 9.
Fucking check us out.
I know, it's amazing.
That's good pace.
I know, it's great pace.
Excellent pace. What are we doing now? Should we
shall
do
we-
that?
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
I think it should be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we not doing that, no?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Shit me, there's so much. There's so much. Yeah, we should do that as well.
So that.
Correct.
That.
Yeah.
They've written
Just
that.
I like that. I like that too.
If you have joined us for pointing at a clipboard and saying that, you are in the right place, let me tell you.
Oh my
That,
God.
then that, then
Don't do that.
not that though. Definitely not that.
But I won't do that. I literally have forgotten.
Rest in peace, bread loaf, or whatever you're called.
Upright is Tim Minch. Oh,
I'm out.
No.
I'm out. Yep.
So let's go. Let's press the button.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you. This is happening.
We're so fucking professional.
No, it's not that. It's just the fact that I can't see past a certain bit. So where it says upright is Tim Minchin's TV, and then there's just a tripod in the way. We
tripod.
both read Tim Minchin and then just went, oh, fuck it. And it was just so, because people really like Tim Minchin. So,
yeah.
But I think he's not good.
I think he's average at best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But given that there is obviously, when I'm not hating, I'm loving. So you've got to think about these things for later.
Yes. Right, let's get straight into this, shall we? Because we don't really like to fuck around in this segment. We just want to get out the haps, get out the naps, and move the fuck on. Nap, says Will, got a cold again.
Now, that is bad. Colds aren't good. Colds a nap.
Yes, and it's the weather's probably not helping. It's prolonging shit season, and by shit season I mean winter and cold season.
Yes.
Yeah. Nap from me. Those fuckers gaslighting us about the time at the beginning.
Did you put that in there?
No, I've just been reminded again. So that's Nap. Pricks.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
fucking
Look what you've done
pricks.
to him. Are you happy? I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy.
Ooh.
I hope you're happy now.
This is an interesting one. Ooh.
Can you read it?
I can. Nap from Aletha. Who gives a crap is shit. Should be called Pooh gives a crap, and it's only 2-ply. Fuck off.
Well, this is what Tamsin said. She thinks that who gives a crap is shit, and now apparently Aletha thinks that. I tried it.
I thought Tamsin liked it.
No, Tamsin said it was bad. She said the only purpose for having it is to replace it and look good. Can you confirm that, Tamsin? I got the impression that your Mamzanaki talks it up, but you yourself dislike it. I think that's what it was. But anyway, I tried it, and I thought it was fine, but like, it's hard to...
I liked it, to be honest, or it was just as good/bad as every other.
That's how I
toilet
felt.
roll,
It's just the same. It felt the same to me.
It felt absolutely the same to me. By which, it's probably worth doing because it's better for the environment and it's there or thereabouts price wise, if not cheaper than the other toilet rolls.
I feel I need to try some more.
Well, here's the awkward thing. I kind of applied for sponsorship for this show from Who Gives a Crap.
Did you?
I did.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, fuck me, that's so funny.
Yeah. I haven't had a reply, obviously. But
did you really?
I did.
I love keep saying that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I have applied for sponsorship.
I'd love to see that letter.
Yeah.
In the segment where we write off to people and get them to ask for sponsorship.
Yes. Yeah. Here is the Tamsinificator. That doesn't work. The Mamzanaki keeps pestering me to use Who Gives a Crap instead of Sano's Quilted, but I am Team Letha. Well.
Yeah.
Now, guys, you were supposed to be liking it so that I could sell you it and make money and stuff. What the fuck is this?
I would use it if we were sponsored by them.
I feel lied to.
Well, that sponsorship went down the toilet. Well, not quite yet, maybe.
Fuck's sakes, can't you get sponsored by someone with a product worth having?
No.
Well, no, I've been trying to get Pepsi to sponsor us for years, but... Jesus.
Why did I read that as Woogak? Woogak! Who gives a crap? Get sponsored by chocolate. What chocolate?
Hello, yes? I'd like the number for Woogak, please.
Yeah, Tamsin's mum likes it.
Try harder on the Pepsi. Yeah, you're right. I could actually write them a letter. Yes.
Listen, you know how I love to test things on stream, cookies and Pepsi and other fucking foodstuffs and burgers and stuff. But there's no way we're getting some film footage of us trying this fucking shit. So,
well, we could blow our nose on Who Gives a Crap. And they have got an actual like box tissues range. So
we could do that.
So we could do that. I'm not doing it for nothing though. I'm like, sponsor us and we'll make your shit cool. So there you go.
I can sort you out with some Pepsi sponsorship. I just need you to send me 5,000 each. Okay, cool.
Cool. We'll do that right away. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Aletha, you've ruined everything.
The
Thanks
shit
very
war
much.
continues.
Yeah, thanks very much. Hap says, Tamsin, got a little Echo show. More Alex. I assume that's what it's called. Alexa? Is that what it's called?
That's the name of the thing.
Yeah. I got more Amazon this week as well.
Oh, really?
The same company as our Twitch overlords. I got a new Fire Stick. That's the newest version, so that the processor is better. And it's a 4K one, even though I don't have a 4K TV, just because it had super processing power. And now it's going to really watch my not
Really
4K
show you
stuff really quickly. Yeah. That is Hap.
Aletha's got a little Hap in there, which we got flew over the beach.
Oh, yeah. I missed that one.
Yeah, she got an actual plane. Our friend Mark came down and he flew in his plane and landed over near Postling, and I went and picked him up. And he was just in an actual plane. And then she got in the plane and flew.
I'm not sure whether to believe this story, because Postling does not sound like a real place.
Could be Postling.
Postling?
Having never been there.
Is it like the offspring of some post?
Yes.
It's a postling.
It's a postling. It's a tiny
The
little...
child. It's a postling.
The child is a postling. Yeah, we went and picked up Mark, who flew here in a plane.
And who we're doxing, apparently.
And we don't know where he comes from.
Somewhere far away.
Plane land.
He arrives by plane.
Yeah, it's next to Liminge.
Oh, yeah, another made-up place. Thanks. Liminge. I see what you're doing, Tamsin. You just want to say minge.
But I did not... He wanted me to get in the plane and says, you should give it a go, because he wants to make me less anxious about getting in planes by taking me in a plane.
That'll work.
And I understand what he's doing, but it is the tiniest, aluminiumist, wind-blowing awayingest of planes I've ever seen. And I did not want to get in.
Man, that's a hyphenated word if ever I've heard one.
Right?
Wind-blowing awayingest.
I watched them take off, and I'm like, nope. It's not happening.
I ain't getting on no plane, fool. And pronounced posling, I believe. Well, that's definitely fake.
Posling?
Those letters do not make posling. So if it's called posling, that
Posling.
place can go fuck itself.
Every day I'm puzzling.
Jesus Christ, posling?
Anyway, so but she flew. And she flew over the harbour arm, took some photos.
Flying's wicked. I love flying. It's pretty cool.
It is. I mean, I have to say, I did really kind of want to do it, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Hap from James, without context, as is the tradition, became extremely mature.
Like fine cheddar. I don't believe it for a second.
I don't either.
I don't believe it's
I think
mature.
he's just saying words, frankly.
Yeah.
Harmstone said something about a dog. There you go. Nap from Dr. Fruitbat. My diamond-tipped tent pegs are stuck in a storage locker somewhere. Regular tent pegs can't survive Pakar, whatever
right.
that is. It's just a giant slab of rock with grass on top. Might I suggest a hotel?
Do you know what? I've got a friend of mine called Drew who now lives in Sweden, but when he was here...
We're doxing Drew as well this week.
Good luck finding him.
Sweden can't be that big, can it?
Who knows? He loved LARP, hated camping at LARP, so he would always get a hotel. And
I like Drew. Drew is a clever man.
Pakar, which Dr. Fruitbat is talking about, is
the other half of the P in HP. Hewlett Packard.
That's it. It's a printer just sitting there in the
See,
field.
that was a good joke.
That was a good joke. Is that why you had to tell me it was a good joke?
Yes.
I agree.
And why I'm laughing at my own joke.
Hey, listen, you got to start it going. But yeah, Pakar is bad for putting tent pegs in the ground. I think I've just got a really heavy fucking duty ones and a mega mallet, and it gets the job done. Is all I can say. Although Matt Moat has ones you actually screw in.
We're also doxing Matt Moat.
That's what he does.
What was that again?
He screws his fucking tent pegs into the ground.
He screws the ground.
He does.
At a rate of knots. Tempting, but I don't want to walk into a hotel dressed as a bear man.
He is a bear man.
Well, why not? Be a great story for the grandkids or cats. I don't know what your life goals are.
Diamond tipped. Someone's doing well.
Diamonds are forever locked in the locker. The locker. Yeah.
Try Bear B&B.
Do you want to take that one? Can you read that one?
Who put sweeteners in G&Ts?
Yep.
Fuck Sipsmith.
Fuck Sip Smith. Wee,
What? Well, like I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. Fuck Sipsmith. Sipsmith makes the gin, so are they putting the sweeteners in the gin or presumably the mixer? Because anyway, I don't know. But I mean, I have. I always go for diet tonic. So does that mean there's sweeteners in that? I don't know, like aspartame or something. It's a diet drink. Is that the same thing? I don't know. But anyway, Keris says, "Hap, I'm an adult," which I presume was in reaction to us throwing things on the ground earlier.
I think so. I don't think she meant to share it as a hap, but a hap it was.
I love it.
Another one from Hannah. Hap, on holiday in 3 days, not counting like 2 days of flying. Oh, that's a dream holiday for you. 2 days of flying.
Oh, God. Yeah, where are you going? Australia? That sounds like somewhere where you go for two days. Diet tonic is shit. I mean, I have no real problem with it. I just try not to have... When I was doing super dieting and I was on the omelette and gin diet, it was omelette and gin and slimline tonic. And whenever I told people to go and get me a gin and slimline tonic, they wouldn't because
it was fucking embarrassing.
Right, yeah, but it shouldn't be embarrassing.
No.
But people thought it was embarrassing.
Because it is.
But it isn't.
But it kind of is.
And the joke's on them because I look fantastic. And it tastes the same.
And well, the joke's not on them because there was a whole bird flu thing and you couldn't get eggs for ages. So joke's on
birds.
Yeah.
She's going to New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone for Alex's worst nightmare for flying fucking hours.
And I'm just going to quickly correct your sentence there, Hannah. You've put diet tonic is shit. Let's cross out diet, and then you got a good sentence. Tonic is shit.
You're not a gin and tonic guy?
I'm not a gin and tonic guy. I'm currently working on being a wine cunt.
Oh, I love it. I love that so much.
Yeah. I had another bottle of wine on the weekend.
Oh, really?
That Karis finished off tonight. I say on the weekend, actually. It was yesterday.
Nice.
I'm a fucking liar. It was
That's
yesterday.
part of the extended Easter weekend.
Yeah. And now I am actually starting to edge towards the type of wine, or this red wine,
yes,
that I like drinking. And unfortunately, I do seem to be leading in a direction of the same wines as you.
Well, maybe we like the same sort of things.
Yeah, it appears that I do.
That's good, because then we can drink the same stuff.
Yeah. So, yesterday's selection was a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Good.
And it was fine. There have been wines that I preferred, to be honest. Yeah.
Fair
it was
enough.
A bit too meh for me.
Hey, you don't want a meh. I don't want a meh, low.
Yeah. Shiraz has been my favourite so far.
I'm a big fan of Shiraz. I'm with you.
There are a few I haven't tried yet. So.
I like Shiraz because it's quite full-bodied, really full-bodied, in fact, and I think that's...
I don't know what that means.
Just like it tastes heavier and more viscousy.
Don't know what that means.
It's the kind of one you like.
I know what that means.
My favourite tasting notes in red wine are Marmite and tobacco. Wow.
Tasting notes?
Yeah, so what he can taste...
Is that when you've done so much wine that you're so drunk that you can taste music?
That's right. He's like, B sharp, C flat. I can't tell.
Yeah. Alex has hated on wine, right? Oh, yes.
Yeah, hell
yes.
Yeah.
Very early on.
Yeah.
I think I re-listened to it on one of the reruns the other day, actually. I think it was a very early make him hate on shit that
sometimes
he likes.
When I want to lie about detecting things in wine, I'll say it's... I'm getting plum and blackcurrant. Because it's a good red kind of thing.
It's just another fruit, and obviously there's fruit in it because it's made of fruit.
Plum. By the way, I've had people say it's plum so many fucking times. Any other bits and pieces on the...
I think there's one more. I'd just like to give myself some credit. Hannah said in the chat, to be fair, Jeremy did introduce me to rum and Diet Pepsi at the Super Bowl, and that was pretty great. It is. Pepsi Max would have been better, Hannah, but you can't have it all. Neighbours had a kid. I think this is his way, Harmstone's way of trying to get me to talk about the dog, and he succeeded because I've read it now, haven't I? It's not a kid; it's a fucking dog.
Neighbours had a kid.
Yeah,
mega hat. That sounds like they've had a child.
Yeah, that's how he managed to try and get me into it. Oh wait, no. if I read it properly,
Yes.
instead of trying to be an obtuse cunt, but where's the fun in that?
No, you should keep doing that.
Ludo, which is a dog, his mum has had a human baby. Right. Still, this is confusing because Ludo's mum is another dog. That's how biology works. So a dog has had a human baby.
Kill me. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to read it. Fucking
No.
hell, Harmstone. Ludo's owner. Is that what you're trying to say? Ludo's owner has had a human child. Ludo's human owner has had a human child because they are human. Stop fucking saying that dogs' mum, like the owners of dogs are their mums. It's bullshit.
You should put it in the sea.
Fucking, yeah, right. Good. Thank you for segueing. Get in the fucking sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna eat it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you'd love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea? Like, seriously, what kind of cunt are you that you're like, oh, my baby, it's my baby, I'm his mum. You're not. You're its owner. It's a pet. I don't care what fucking species is it. You're not its fucking mum. Like, my mother-in-law does it as well. It's like mum is my mum. No, you're not. You're its fucking owner. You take it for walks and you pick up its shit. You're not its mum. Get in the sea.
No fucking debate on that one. I loved how fast we went into that. In case you don't know, from that brilliant kind of slightly cold open to getting right into it, this is Get in the Sea, where we put things in the sea we fucking hate, and that's it. That went in. So, you've got a dog adjacent thing into the sea. I mean, I know it's pets in general, but you know.
I did get a dog adjacent thing. It's dog people, at least. And it's getting closer.
But Jez, says Dr. Fruitbat, it's my fur baby.
Yeah, but he also seconded me
I know.
it, so he's trying to wind me up.
I think he's jumping on board your hate.
Yes.
Is what I understand.
Oh, I
because
see.
that's what people say, isn't it?
It
it's
is
my
what
fur
they say.
Baby.
Yeah, that is what cunts say. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
They do say that.
Okay. That isn't even what I've got written down. You just got me started.
But
Mostly
you can,
Harmstone. It's fucking mum, honestly. Jesus.
An anonymous gifter gave Brogan, Batman Oreo, a gift sub. Thank you
Fair
very
play.
much.
I guess that means that while I was shouting and stuff, that Brogan said hello. But so
I didn't see Brogan.
I didn't see.
Maybe he's hearing you. Brogan. Hello.
No.
Brogan. 10-4, good buddy.
Sorry, that's the wrong Tannoy. Doom, 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 doom. Could Brogan please report to the chat? That's Brogan to the chat. Thank you. Doom, 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 doom.
I wondered if you were going to go down the.
I don't have that range, I'm afraid.
But I mean, like to complete it.
Right, yes, you can put things in the sea, or at least you can suggest things to go in the sea. There are some suggestions already. Allow me to scroll.
You can't put things in the sea unless we ratify them.
That's true.
However, if you still have your sea pass thing that we gave out at DGMS Live,
That's true, yeah.
you could use that to put something in the sea if you had one.
Yes.
I thought about this the other day when I realised that James really wanted to put WWE in the sea.
Yes.
Couldn't get it past us because we like WWE.
No.
But if he had a pass,
If you had a sea pass, there would be
could have put
nothing
it-
we could do about
nothing. We would have put it right in the
it.
sea
And
for
in
you.
the sea it would have gone. But
WWC.
unfortunately, you were not at DGMS 100 to receive a sea pass. So
Maybe another time. Maybe if we ever do a 24-hour stream, maybe there'll be an option to kind of like
I definitely think that's something we can give away some sea passes.
give away some sea passes.
if we
Find
do a
some things to do.
24-hour. Yeah.
One way or another, James. Watch this space.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but I did. The other day, Friday, in fact, when the DGMS rerun was running, on Discord, there was also an event notification running that was Harmstone guest when we would do a 24-hour stream.
Yes.
And his guest was last Friday.
Yes.
And he was wrong, but didn't delete the event. So it was there running, saying we were doing a 24-hour stream when we weren't.
I noticed that, and I thought, ha, that'll be Harmstone. And I meant to say to you about it, and then I didn't. So that was the whole story. Yeah.
So there you go.
Do we have any Get in the Seas that people have put?
We do. Here's one from Tamsin. People who ask easily Googleable questions on social media.
I so totally agree.
Jesus Christ, Skeletor.
Numbskulls. I don't know why that tickled me quite so much, but it's probably because I totally fucking agree.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the website? Let me Google that for you, because that is the best way to reply to any of those.
I did that to Tim, actually. Tight 10 Tim was asking about whether anyone could tell him somewhere to get his gutters done. And I put it into let me Google that for you. And he was not happy about it. He was like, I was asking for a recommendation. And I was just like...
Should have put that in your actual writing then, shouldn't you? Yeah. I have a friend at work, says Hannah, who is physically incapable of Googling. And honestly, if I didn't love her, I'd have murdered her by now. That's a good friend. If you don't want to murder your friends every now and again, are they really a friend?
Tight 10 Tim. We told Tight 10 Tim that his nickname was Tight 10 Tim the other day. He was very pleased.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was he really pleased?
He was happy.
Oh, okay.
He was happy because he says, that's right, gotta keep... You know, he was trying to explain to Mark, who was the guy who came down on the plane. He's like,
the guy you doxed earlier, yeah.
She said... She didn't say it. He said, what's a tight 10? And he had to... Then Tim got to explain it's where, you know, you have a very tight 10-minute slot in comedy. I said, unlike myself, which he says, oh, no, you couldn't do a tight 10. You can't do tight 10.
Alex has got a very loose slot.
Yeah, I do. Very loose slot after years of doing it. 17. A loose 17. He was chuffed. People who ask you where something is and show you Google Maps on their phone.
Have people done that?
Oh my God.
Honestly.
What?
Where's this?
Where's this? Fucking
just
type
press
it
directions. No, Jesus. I thought you said tight end, Tim. No, Tim doesn't have the requisite skills to be a tight end.
Tight end, Tim.
He can't block. He can't catch. He'd be fucked.
No, he can never do it. He's not very tall.
He would never be drafted.
No.
Never. Yeah. Tight 10 Timodome, owner of the Tight 10 Timodome.
That is such a reach. I love it. Oh my God, you couldn't resist it. The best one was a guy asking where the COVID test site was unmasked.
Great. Thanks, guy. Thanks so very fucking much.
So yeah, people who ask for things that you could just Google.
I don't think there's much opposition
zero
to this.
Debate.
No, this can go in the sea. Right, let's see what else is on here before I get into another rant.
He tried to block Alex doing 10 minutes. Yeah, I spoke to him because I'm emceeing a gig on June the 10th at the Aletto Cafe. So if you're in Folkestone on June the 10th, then I'm doing the emceeing for Tight 10 Tim's Comedy Mash. But
when did you say?
June the 10th.
Oh, cool.
Saturday, June the 10th.
Now, I realised I wasn't listening, but that sounds like something I would like to do, so I should probably know that date. And I obviously can't watch back my own show. That would be ridiculous.
No, right?
Yeah.
But I asked Tight 10 Tim if I could do the emceeing and basically begged him to do it. And then he eventually relented and let me do it. Like, it was a terrible idea. Like, me hosting anything would be a shit idea. And then I spoke to him the other day. I said, I'm still on for this. And he went, what? Hey, no, I don't remember this. And I had to beg a second time to get it.
Fuck's sake, Tim. Just let Alex do the MC gig, will you? Jesus Christ, he's good at it.
Oh my
God.
God.
Not that I said that out loud to him.
I better be good at it because I've asked for it twice now.
Yeah,
so
begged for it twice, apparently.
I begged.
This man doesn't beg for anything.
Please, please, sir, can I have some more MCing? He's got various. He's got one in.
Can I be there when he gives you feedback at the end of the night?
You will. You can be there. You can stand right there.
My eyes will roll so far into the back of my head that they'll come back into their regular position.
He said. Oh, and by the way, make sure you only do. You got to keep it short. I'm not kidding this time, Alex. I'm not kidding this. You got to keep it short. Get an act on. I'm like, it's okay, Tim. I'm fine. I'll do that.
Karis asks a very important question. Have you got a certificate proving that you can do it?
I do. I do.
That's good.
I got it from a very, very good MC called Ben Van der Velde, and he's incredible. So I do have the City and Guilds in MCing now.
And Ben Van der Velde is that darts guy, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
Famous for that. Yeah. Right. In the Sea suggestion from Karis, people who put the Disney font on everything.
Oh shit! Who's been doing that?
Everyone,
people.
apparently.
What I will say about this is that I was in Wookiee Hole.
That's not a real
or was it
place.
Cheddar Gorge? No, it's Cheddar Gorge. Places have crazy names in places.
Neither of these are real places.
I was in fake location Cheddar Gorge.
That's better.
And there was a shop, a whimsical shop, and it was using the Disney font. It was very obviously using the Disney font. And I thought to myself, Disney are never going to come down here to Cheddar Gorge.
To lay the smackdown on you for using their font.
And it wasn't like
They're very clearly copyrighted font.
It's so obviously copyrighted. And these people are like, Disney? It's like, yeah. Well,
I think I'm vaguely familiar. Carry on.
I want to use... they're not selling Disney things. They're selling probably cheese because Cheddar Gorge is a big cheese and cider place. So like they're probably just selling cheese in a cheese shop and little kind of knickknacks and stuff. And so I think I'd like to use the Disney font. And the husband's like going, well, I think you might run into some trouble on that. She's like, no, I'm just going to use it. And then just like...
Excuse me, sir. I sell wonderful products, such as cheese and cider. How can I ruin that for everybody?
I mean, I just don't... No one's... There's a place in Cheriton called Beano's Cafe.
There is.
And there's plenty of Beano's Cafes actually around the place. But I wonder if they have the rights to the Beano's characters.
They absolutely do not. Does that stop them from actually having the Beano's logo font as Beano's and having Dennis the Menace on the sign?
It does not.
It does not.
I mean, I think the people who made that were... Oh, I can't remember. Fleetway. I'm trying to remember the people who made Beano and Dandy. I don't think they give a single shit. They probably go past that thing and yeah, I remember doing the Bash Street Kids. But they should...
Well, it's still going, isn't it? I don't think they've ended the Beano. The people who made the Beano probably don't own the Beano anymore, though. They probably sold that while the going was good.
We should write a letter to the people who make the Beano comics.
Grass them up.
Yeah. Are you aware? Like, that's a real cunty thing to do.
Yes.
Snitching on...
But to be fair, Alex, I went there on Saturday for a breakfast. And I found it to be overpriced, so they get what they get at this stage.
Yeah. But going back to the Disney, the Disney font is shit.
Yeah,
it seriously looks like terrible on other. I can't see what that says on other things, and looks very inappropriate on some things. Just saying. Is she saying that? Do you know what she's talking about here?
I don't know exactly what she's referring
She used to be
to. I think it might be. Children's invites. There's definitely been Hannah's well popular and she's had loads of invites to parties, and I think there's been the Disney font on a few of them. I don't really know directly what's been referred to.
I was just reading Doctor. It looks bad on a funeral home.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good choice.
No. We may need some clarification on things already in the sea, because I do believe that previously I'd put Comic Sans in the sea.
Yeah.
And you had put in the sea people who put hearts instead of dots on the letter I. And
which is what I thought about when Disney came up.
Basically, the Disney font is these things combined. It's Comic Sans with hearts on fucking dots. Yeah.
I, unlike Hannah, have not been invited to many children's
Should clarify,
parties.
Hannah, my daughter, is very popular.
Yes.
Hannah, your niece, not very popular.
She probably
at all.
was as a child.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Because I know what she's like now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just older and bigger.
Yeah. No Comic Sans. Oh, right. Well, we can fix that at the same time then. How have I not put Comic Sans in the sea?
Oh, my God.
I'm sure I put Comic Sans in the sea. Jesus. Unbelievable. How have they got away with it for so long?
Maybe it only got as far as the Comic Sans.
That was a good joke.
I think we have very different opinions today on what's good.
That was good. I enjoyed
appalling.
that. No, I enjoyed that one.
Oh, good.
I didn't laugh, so.
But you think about these things.
But I did
in your
enjoy
brain.
it. It was.
Didn't enjoy it.
It was a very droll.
That's it. That is what it was.
It was droll.
droll.
Yes.
I have no problem with the Disney font for Disney. I have no problem with it really within its Disney context. I think it looks...
yeah, stay in your lane, Disney font.
In defense of Comic Sans.
No.
It's a font. That is in the...
Yeah, okay.
It's a font with one of the easiest for those with literacy issues to process. That's an interesting point.
Yes, you're right, but also there are plenty of fonts that are not bullshit that you can do that with. For example, there is a specific dyslexia font that is perfect for people who have problems with literacy,
and speaking.
things like that. for example. Use the dyslexia font because it actually looks like a grown-up real font, not Comic Sans bullshit.
I mean, I think
all you need is for it to be weighted. I can't remember which way around it is. I think it's weighted at the top. Yeah. Oh no, you unleash former primary teacher mode. Yeah.
Bugger, I was hoping Jez wouldn't be informed. I would say that Dom, that I dislike Comic Sans when it's used in a professional setting, when
I like comics. I dislike Comic Sans in any setting. There is no good place to use Comic Sans. Like the amount of resources that I had as a teacher that would come to me in Comic Sans, and I would fucking flip the desk because I hate it so much. Why do people use Comic Sans? Right, I've had enough. Comic Sans C.
Invasion Mikey's here.
Hello,
Welcome in.
We're getting very ranty.
Feeling a bit ranty, got the shivers, hopefully feeling better tomorrow. What have I missed? You've missed an awful lot of stuff. You've missed us hating on things that we kind of like. You've missed confessions. You've missed things that aren't Anna Torv. You've missed Today I Fucked Up. And you missed This Is Happening. You missed loads of shit. But you're ill, so, we'll forgive you.
Be right back.
What happened to the chill out chat? It's not happening. It's not happening.
Misusing my eventual right to organise Alex's funeral to put Comic Sans on his headstone. It's cute that you think you're going to get to do his funeral.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. It's his headstone you need to put Comic Sans on.
It's in the C now. Right, Disney font. Are we putting Disney font in the C?
I don't give a shit about it.
Misuse of the Disney font, i.e. anybody that isn't Disney using the Disney font.
I mean, that's sort of... I don't even care about that. I mean, if you want to go and use this stuff, I'm not the kind of guy that gives a fuck about it. I just would think, oh, why have you done that? But it doesn't grind my gears enough.
Okay.
I can't think that there's enough... I don't feel we've had enough of a suggestion from Keris as to why Disney font is bad. Did she just say she doesn't like it because it looks... I missed kind of what
I don't think we've had any clarification. Oh yeah, I see it on lots of cakes spelling kids' names and it looks bad.
Oh, so it just looks bad.
Yeah. If I see it on another cake, to the point their kid's name looks wrong. Yeah.
I want to make a cake for Keris's birthday, and now I
Use the
immediately
Disney
use
font.
the Disney font. I've kind of given it away now, but that's good because I wasn't.
Give it away now. We doing it then? Disney font, misuse of the Disney font?
I will say no. It's up to you.
I would like to get laid tonight. Disney font in the sea. Misuse of power.
Love it.
Right. That isn't even why we entered into this segment, because that's not the thing that I had. Oh, there's more.
Oh my god.
I didn't know there was more. This has to be the last one because I limited it to 3.
Well, why don't you save your one for another time? Or save that for another time?
No.
Which one?
Let's do all the things.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Right, let's do this one quickly because I don't think it's going to make it, quite frankly. Something to put in the C from your niece. Slimline tonic.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
Slimline tonic's not going in the sea.
I'm never going to put a diet drink in the C, so...
I don't think it makes any difference.
Right, see? That's why I didn't mind doing that one.
Cool, do yours.
Okay. So, little backstory. On Sunday, Easter Sunday, rather than cleaning up the skid marks of a naked guitarist, you and I, and Aletha, and Captain Brilliant, went to the quiz.
Yes.
Local quiz. At the Chambers. We've done the quiz before. It's always been wonderful. We've always been pretty good at the quizzing
Decent,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty decent at the quizzing thing. We'd come top 3 if not winning. Yeah. And we won the last one that I did with you guys.
Yes.
So there you go. And then when we arrived, it was discovered that the theme of this year's quiz was music.
But not just music. Super, super niche music.
So you could have played a drinking game to it. Literally every background track had the quizmaster saying, like, "Oh, I really love this track. This is a great track. This is a really cracking track. Really love this track." And then played a track that nobody had ever heard and was not very good.
I was blown away. I thought there'd be some amazing. At one point, he said, "Obviously, I love Chris." I just feel like he was just like, "This isn't Led Zeppelin. Could have been, but it's actually." And then play something I've never heard of in my life. And I think I'm fairly well read when it comes to music. But yeah, it got super niche. And this is not just, by the way, sour grapes because we came 16th out of 18 teams. It's not that at all. I'm just saying. I'm drawing a comparison.
Oh, there was definitely some cheating going on as well, because I guarantee that nobody knew half of the shit that was going on.
100%.
And there was a round where it was, right, what year did this album come out? And bonus point, to the nearest million, how many did it sell? I'm like,
oh God,
fuck you. No one knows this information. No one cares.
No.
Not even Harmstone knows this information. And
No.
he's like a semi-professional quizzer at this point. Yeah. By the way, Jeremy's knowledge is quite niche in the right direction for this, but there was no chance. Yeah.
no chance.
Like,
That's what we got.
I will pick up a lot of the niche shit that nobody listens to, but it was niche even for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, a good quiz, everyone should get around 2/3 of the questions right. Yes.
Yes, that's what I said. Actually, that's what I said.
I agree.
It
needs to be accessible. But what was it you said about the age accessibility of this quiz?
Yeah. Everyone needed to be like, it was all 70s stuff. In fact, that quiz you're talking about, the round you're talking about where they did the when was this record released, as it were 8 of the 10 were all out of the 70s.
Yes,
so
and the most recent one was like 1992.
Yeah.
Which, in case you're not keeping score, was 30 years ago.
Yeah. So basically, if you were aware of the music of the 70s, which means you were probably born earlier than that, then you were. I remember there was a team near us who were cheering every time they got one, and I looked across, and they were all like 60 years old, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Of course, you know the difference between Deep Purple and blah de blah, and oh my God,
honestly. So yes, all this to say, and you're right, it is unfair because like we love Chris and we love the Chambers, but this quiz was purely designed so that he could indulge his taste in music, and so therefore I am putting overly indulgent quizzes in the fucking sea dramatically.
Nice, love it.
Thought you'd like that.
I do. I'm a fan of making quizzes. When I have run quizzes, of the 10 questions, 6 questions are everyone will get them, and they're not dramatically, stupidly, really obviously super easy, but they are really fucking decently easy.
Yeah.
And then a couple are mediumly hard, and then a couple are fiendish, basically. So you should get 60% of everything, and then you'll, most people are 60 or 70%.
You shouldn't walk out of a quiz wanting to kill yourself.
No, you shouldn't be. It was arduous. It was so arduous. You should
painful.
be like, this is great. But the difference should be between like, you should get, most people are getting 60s and 70%, and the winners are going to get 90s.
So when Captain Brilliant piped up with a few questions to go in the quiz and was like, I have to get up early tomorrow. Would you like a lift home? Yes, I do. Get me the fuck away from this quiz.
So I think that's the end of putting things in the sea.
I quite agree. We have seen it all.
Now it's 10 to 10. Do you still want to do
Yes.
the thing I'm saying?
I do.
Okay, let's do it then.
Okay. Purely because I went to see Blankety Blank last week and it was Hap. We are now going to play the game we like to call Drinkety Drink.
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. Drinkety drink.
By the way, did you know there was like a clapping thing to the Blankety Blank theme tune?
No, I did not.
Like it does blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank. And apparently they've always done it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Ever since they copied it off our game show.
Exactly, for all those years ago.
Yeah. Drinkety Drink is a game show. Why can't I talk? Where you have to fill in the blanks that we've got in these little prompts, because Drinkety Drink, we've been drinking so much alcohol, we've forgotten some of the words. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to read these out, and you're going to suggest suggestions, and the way you score points. Is Rue still be here?
No, suggestions. It's like suggestions.
You're going to suggest suggestions.
It tickled me, that's all.
For what to put in those gaps. But in order to score points, you have to match with Jez. You have to think about what would Jez do? I know words we all live by. What would Jez do? Think about what Jez would put down on that. You put that down.
You get points.
Yeah. I've got 5 down. I tried to make a few of them Easter based and some of them just random.
It's a nice
see how it goes, basically. Yeah. And some of them I tried to. Well, you'll see. You'll
just going to adjust this slightly because I need to be able to turn away from the chat and look directly at you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Okay, you've all got to join in on this. You've seen this before.
Every last one of you.
Suggestions. Yes, suggestions. I can't make the Jez go with suggestions. Yes, it is that. So, come up with your suggestions.
That's it. Nailed it.
There we are. Good. Thank God for that. Number 1. Easter was a disappointment for Jez. Instead of finding sweets in his chocolate egg, he found blank instead. Easter was a disappointment for Jez. Instead of finding sweets in his chocolate egg, he found blank instead. What did he find in his chocolate egg?
What would Jez hate to find in an egg? What does Jez hate?
Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. What does Jez hate? Drinkety drink, drinkety drink. What does he hate? Easter was a disappointment for Jez because instead of finding sweets in his chocolate egg, he found blank instead. Now, you've got something written down, so I can start reading it.
I'm ready.
He could find giant Japanese what's it thing, says Will.
Oh man, I've still got some of those. I put them for safekeeping in my cupboard and then forgot about them.
Nice, that is safe.
Yes.
Dingleberries, says Hannah. Dildos, says Rue.
It's not going to be a very good dildo in there, is it? It's going to be a bit small in an egg.
In an egg. A turd, says James. A portal to an infinite void, says Dom. Listen, if it's there, I'll give you the money myself. Is that the same game show? I've no idea. A question asking when the last of the Summer Wine soundtrack came out. Honestly.
Does she understand this game?
I love it. I love it so much.
You're supposed to match with me.
Individually wrapped hotel soaps. Cat puke.
Ditto fruit bat.
I don't know. I like their made up random things.
I mean, I like them, but you're not going to win.
I know, but I might give a point for one of them at some point. I do. So many.
Golf clap.
Okay, I'm going to read it out. Easter was a disappointment for Jez. Instead of finding sweets in his chocolate egg, he found...
Dogs!
Dogs! He found literal dogs! Naked guitar guy. Found dogs. Dogs, nobody said anything dogs. The closest was cat puke, and that's not dogs.
No, it's not. Point for Jez.
That's point for Jez. He does hate... It's the last thing. Nobody put beans either. I was very surprised.
I almost put beans. Beans was my second choice, but that would be cool.
That would be good.
We've had Eggy Bean. Must be a year on from Eggy Bean, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
Good old Oreo.
Yeah, bloody Oreo, eh? I was saying booines. It took me a while to notice. That my cat had been replaced.
Bean.
The blank gave it away. I think I might have used this one before, but because of a recent Tfue confession, I thought I'd use this one.
Yeah.
It took me a while to notice that my cat had been replaced. The blank gave it away. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink. It took me a while to notice that my cat had been replaced. The blank gave it away. What is it that he's going to put down? It took me a while to notice that my cat had been replaced. Not very observant, much like the woman in the story. Have you got something written down?
I have got something written down.
It took me a while to notice that my cat had been replaced. The bark gave it away, says Will. I like
That
it.
was my second choice. Very close.
The left ear gave it away. That's very specific. The taxidermy stitches gave it away. The smell gave it away, said Aletha. The love gave it away.
A bit too factual there from
Abstract. The furless body. Rue's getting in there a couple of times there. I'll have to accept your first answer there, Rue. But this was a hard one there. I'm going to ask you, it took me a while to notice that my cat had been replaced. The
walrus teeth.
The walrus teeth gave it away. Goodness me.
The aggressive wanking on the slipway.
That's the kind of thing that showed it was not in any way a cat. That's Jez 2, Chat nil. I think it was hard for them to get walrus teeth, but that's the way the game is played.
Yeah. I mean, I almost put bark. So if you wanted to give like a pity point, Will would get the pity point.
Okay.
Just insane.
I mean, I don't want to give him a pity point.
There you go.
No. I'm just waiting. Make it. I'm just calling it. I'm not going to give it to him.
The chatting has spoken.
Have you been to the Horniman Museum? I have not, with the overstuffed walrus. No, I have
It's
not.
interesting that you say horny museum, being that the walruses that feature on this show
frequently
are often horny.
We need to find some ways to claw some points back, chat.
Be less shit.
Question 3. Budget cutbacks meant we had to fire the Easter Bunny.
Oh, no.
We had to go with the Easter blank instead. Budget cutbacks meant we had to fire the Easter Bunny. So we had to go with the cheaper option, the Easter blank instead. Drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink, drinkety drink.
Make it sound similar. It's my hint.
Make it sound similar. Budget cutbacks meant we had to fire the Easter Bunny. We had to go with the Easter blank instead. Rue, is that whore? The Easter whore? I'm pretty sure a whore charges more than a bunny.
A bit more than a bunny, yeah.
The Easter guide dog, says Will. The Easter Scottish person, says Keris. The Easter whore, says Rue. The famous Easter whore. I love it when the Easter whore comes along on Easter Sunday. The Uber Eats delivery guy on a 0-hour contract. That would be cheaper. Dress him up as a bunny. The Easter honey, says Aletha. That does rhyme. Sorry, couldn't think of one. Inside joke. Well, that seems to be what we've got. The Easter money.
Tell me that's the wrong answer for this show.
No, it's the correct answer.
It is the correct answer.
I think you might have some pushback. Budget cutbacks meant we had to fire the Easter Bunny. We had to go with the Easter
beanie
instead. Easter beanie. The Easter beanie.
Make it sound the same. Easter beanie.
I see how you're making it sound the same. I think some people would feel that it doesn't sound the same.
Well, those people would be wrong, Alex.
I'm just saying they're not going to agree with you.
Bah! Coast turned into a sheep. Bah! Bah.
I don't like the fact that you've got 3 points and these guys got nothing.
You mean I've scored all of the points in this game?
You have, but this is all you're telling me. We got to give the chat the illusion that it's about them.
Well, then they shouldn't be so crap, Alex.
You're damn right. There's going to be some pushback. There's people sitting on their sofas and
seething.
Fuck! What the fuck are you talking about?
Right. This time, chat. Right. I don't think you listened to him before, and maybe he said it too complicatedly. I don't know. You have to put in the chat the same as me. What I put here with my pen, it's purple, you have to write that in the chat. That's how you get points.
People used to like this segment.
So when you get the same as me, you get the points.
Be funny and inventive. Gotcha. Although I am finding you all funny and inventive, I just didn't give any points.
Just not as funny and inventive as me.
I wouldn't go that far. Right, who can I go back and give some points to? Right. Question 4. I don't know how they're going to win now. I can just lie and give out more points.
Double points, maybe.
Double points.
Or some other collusion bullshit.
Some bullshit. There was collusion. I'm struggling to find new ways to irritate my mother-in-law. I've run out of chilies, so I've resorted to putting blank up her bum instead. I'm struggling to find new ways to irritate my mother-in-law. I've run out of chilies, so I've resorted to putting blank up her bum instead.
Don't overthink it.
Let's have our scoreboard with blackjack. With blackjack? And hookers?
It's a long answer.
I'm struggling to find new ways to irritate my mother-in-law. I've run out of chilies, so I resorted to putting beans, says Will. Giant Japanese what's-it things, says Dr. Fruitback. Dogs, says Aluther.
Now you're thinking.
Local twink. I mean, at least they're local. Our family dog.
See?
Dom's actual family dog. Well, I like this.
Piss eggs.
Piss eggs. So many good ones. Any more for any more? I'm just going to say this. I'm struggling to find new ways to irritate my mother-in-law. I've run out of chilies, so I've resorted to putting blank up her bum instead. Shed felt, says Gareth. She's a sausage dog, to be fair. Boom.
Phallic.
Well, I'm going to read this out and you're going to say, I'm struggling to find new ways to irritate my mother-in-law. I've run out of chili, so I've resorted to putting
Giant Japanese cheesy what's-it thing.
up her bum instead. That's a point to Dr. Fruitbat.
Whoop! See, I knew you had it in you. Well done,
Yes.
he said patronisingly.
And I feel it's such a long and specific answer that you can have 2 points instead.
Ah, here it comes.
Oh dear. Okay. Right. Last one. There's no tiebreaker, so I don't know what's going to happen if I manage to make Fruitbat level.
Or somebody else gets 4 points on the last one.
Yeah, something like maybe.
I think that's what's going to happen is someone beats me and they get 5 points and win.
That sounds good. Let's do that. Okay. One word match. We'll do one word match. Yeah. In the future, dogs will no longer be man's best friend.
Woo!
But instead be replaced by blank. In the future, you have to think about the future, Jeremy. And you too as well. You have to think about what will be in the future. In the future, dogs will no longer be man's best friend, but instead be replaced by blank. Can you imagine a time in the future when dogs aren't?
How many people have listened to me when I have got on my soapbox and mentioned what is actually man's best friend?
I'd be amazed.
Those people will get the points now.
In the future, dogs will no longer be man's best friend, but instead be replaced by, well, sex robots, says Tom.
I think they're already a man's best friend. We're just waiting for them to be invented.
Jez, says Tamsinaki. In the future, replaced by
I
Jez.
am man's best friend.
Slutty nuns. Man, is Rue masquerading also as any button gaming? Dildo, says Will.
Pepsi?
Partial credit. Chat ABC. I mean, I'd love that, obviously. Sloths, says Keris. Maybe. Nothing. Literally nothing. Nothing will replace
There
dogs.
are no friends.
Right. In the future, dogs will no longer be man's best friend, but instead be replaced by
Pizza!
fucking pizza.
Pizza is a man's best friend, not dogs. Now and in the future.
Pizza.
Pizza is a man's best friend.
Well, listen, there's no way I can take this victory away from you. As much as I did really enjoy reading literally everything everyone said. I do like slutty nuns, though. So for a conciliatory point, Rue, you can have a point. Take it, enjoy it, do what you want with it. But, Jez, you don't often win this game. Often someone else wins it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see a heel victory every now and again. So, Jez, congratulations. It must have been you going to the inferior product, blankety blank, earlier. But you've won with 4 points to Dr. Fruitbats 2 and to Ruse 1. Thanks for playing Drinkety Drink.
Do I get to take away the DGMS checkbook and pen?
You do.
Excellent.
Don't spend it on too much shit.
Nobody uses a checkbook anymore.
No.
But still.
Well, I can throw this away now. Thank you very much for playing that frankly fucking ridiculous game. I did enjoy, especially all the random last of the summer wine taxidermy nonsense that was being said.
Yes, there were several. I think you were a bit stingy on the bonus points.
I was thinking that too. Just as I was throwing that, I should have given points to the last of the summer wine, and I should have given one to the one that Dom said in the very first bit.
And Chat ABC, I think that's worth a bonus point. And
yeah, you're right. Can you take me up just a little bit?
Yeah.
Actually, it's far too far. I think we'll never get one. But I'm sure there was one for.
Yeah, I don't
know.
I
can't find it.
No, that's the beginning.
Hmm.
Maybe you just assumed he said something funny.
I'm pretty sure I saw it.
But then he didn't.
Well, there's always another drinkety drink, is all I can say.
Was it that one? No.
I can't remember what it was. But anyway.
Sorry, Dom. Didn't appreciate your funny then or now. Anyway.
This isn't true.
He hates you, really.
I do like you.
That's exactly something someone that didn't like you would say.
Shut up.
Really?
Shut up. Right, let's finish this off. It's 6 minutes past 10. This will take us half an hour to do, and I'm in desperate need of a piss. In the nicest possible way, fuck y'all. Fair enough.
That's the tone.
Yes. Have a point for that. We're going to do the segment we love to call Am I the Asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
This is a segment you know very well that we keep sticking up on TikTok. And we had another one up today. So if you want to go onto TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and YouTube Shorts, and like all that shit, very much appreciate when people drop in there. I've seen Tamsanaki liking and all that sort of stuff and commenting on it. And I love it. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, less of that dog shit, though, Tamsin. I'm going to come over there and leave a turd on your doorstep.
All comments are good comments. Thank you very much.
Except the dog ones.
Supporting us. Maybe these will make it to the TikToks. I don't know. What's going on with that? Has our stuff stopped streaming?
I don't know. For some reason, I think your Steam is kicking off or something.
That's weird. One moment. The thing we're recording it on seems to be doing something stupid.
Yeah, it seems to be fine.
Okay, cool. It was Steam decided to wake up and do shit.
Fucking Steam.
Have you got your spare shirts ready for the TikToks? No. I have 2 or 3 shirts, and that's it, basically.
You're still on. No, it wasn't that one. It was our 4K recording.
It's our one we want to use for
all the other
TikToks
shit
and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
I don't mind.
Okay. I don't remember what yours is, but I'm going to go first.
Okay. Go for it.
Am I the arsehole? Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Am I the arsehole for telling my parents that my wife and I do not want them renaming our children and won't encourage the use of the nicknames they gave them?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds completely reasonable, actually.
Quite involved. Am I the arsehole for telling my parents that my wife and I do not want them renaming our children and won't encourage the use of the nicknames they gave them? Okay.
I mean, who does want their children renamed by their parents? It does seem a little... excuse me, what? Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, this does seem...
They've given you everything you need in
we've got the answer already, but do carry on.
My wife and I welcomed twins in November. We struggled to have our children for a long time, for 9 years, and had our twins via IVF.
That's a long fucking birth.
Yeah, fuck me. It was a long battle to have our babies, and when we chose their names, it was something we not only took seriously, but poured a lot of love into because we knew they would be the only children we would name.
I mean, everyone's children are the only children they would name.
I mean, that is true. That's
how children work.
I mean, given the title for this, given the headline for this, the fact it was such a hard thing to do.
Why are you talking yourself into being the arsehole when the title was enough?
What's that?
My parents had a friend who didn't like my name. Fair, not fair. So called me Emily instead. pricks. What? That's outrageous.
We chose the first names Ezra and Esma for the twins. Esma.
I think it's Esme.
Esm. That's not a real name. That's a shit name. Ezra, I understand that. That's biblical. Esma, or Esm isn't a name. I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Shots fired.
Their middle names are more uncommon, so we won't share.
Yes, because Ezra and Esme are so common.
But what I will say is part of what went into the choice of these names was the length. Growing up, I had a long last name, 10 letters. This isn't Scrabble, mate. It's just like 10 letters. And my parents gave me very formal and lengthy first and middle names. Frederick Lawrence.
There's a request for the spelling of Esme.
E-S-M-E. It sounds like, I mean, the more I look at it, the more unreal it is becoming. It off the page, Esme, E-S-M-E, Esm, that's what I said. It's not a good name. I'm just saying. Who's with me?
She basically said she was the fourth child and her parents ran out of good names. What? Oh, no, that reminds me of the Karis I met. Yeah, Karis was at a convention and she met another Karis.
Oh, really?
Who wasn't Welsh, and that Karis basically turned around and said, "Yeah, I was the last child and my parents thought they were edgy."
Esme is my niece's name, pronounced Esme. Oh, really? Well, she's got a shit name then. Anyway, just saying. I just said, just because Tamsin suddenly turned up with her niece's. Anyway, I'm just saying.
It's doubling down on that shit, folks.
I always found my name very stuffy and old-fashioned, says Frederick Lawrence. I go by a NN derived from my middle name now.
Nickname.
Nickname. Oh, okay. I go by a nickname derived from my middle name now. I also took my wife's much simpler last name when we married.
Progressive, love it.
So we announced the name of our twins when they were a day old, and when we announced the names, we were aware my parents might not be in love with them. But I stupidly believed the twins being born would be enough of a deterrent for a negative comment. Man, you presumed that the first thing the parents would be like is like, nah, it's just shit, mate. About a week after they were born, my parents asked what kind of names they had and how could we give them such juvenile and incomplete names.
What kind of names do they have? Human names! Human names we've given them!
I told them they were neither of those things and they needed to be careful about how they spoke about their grandchildren's names.
Or how they talk about their chat's nieces' names.
I thought they had listened, but then in January they started calling them Winifred and Douglas.
What the fuck? Winifred and Douglas? Jesus Christ.
I thought they had listened, but then in January they started calling them Winifred and Douglas. At first we weren't positive they were talking about the twins. But then we were celebrating my niece's 10th birthday, and my parents directly addressed my daughter as Winifred.
Oh, dear God.
And I knew it was them they were talking to.
Why? Why are people?
I told them those were not their names. They said those were nicknames.
Yeah, that's how that works.
We're just giving them a nickname. That's how nicknames come
Nicknames
along.
that are completely different from their actual names and have no similarity whatsoever. That's how that works.
Nicknames have to be based on something. We've all had nicknames at school.
Yep.
It's not, you don't just, nicknames aren't an entirely new name.
Yeah, like people call me Jez, for example, because it's short for Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's got some of the letters in it. It's very similar.
We call Curly because he's got curly hair.
It's a characteristic.
It wasn't
Characteristics
difficult.
work too. Yeah. People call him cunt because he's a cunt. See how it works?
Yeah, that does work.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tamsin's with you right now. I told them those were not their names. They said those were nicknames they'd given them, and everyone has a nickname. And it's not like we gave them names that can lend themselves to nicknames. I said, Ezzy.
No, like Ez and Ez.
thanks. I'll set up a bit more. Yeah. It's not like we gave them names that could lend themselves to nicknames. I said Ezzy and Essie if they really wanted nicknames.
Or Ez and Mimi. How about that?
They ignored me and they continued to use the nicknames.
Rude.
So we decided not to be around because on top of that, they were telling my siblings that the names they had chosen were better for my children. My siblings thought they were crazy.
Yep.
My parents tried to see the kids a few times since, and I always told them no. They asked why, and I told them they do not get to see our children.
Because you are batshit crazy.
Because of that. They do not get to see our children if all they can do is insult their names. My parents accused me of trying to control them and said nicknames are a part of life. That's right. They're the ones doing the controlling here.
Yeah. I'm going to rename you Massive and Reach.
It's like, you've named them your I don't know if it's the son or whatever. That's the whether it's a son-in-law or the son or whatever like that. But the parents have hated the names, so they've controlled the situation by making up names for them. But it's the parents.
It's the parents who are wrong.
Right.
Yeah. How do the kids react? Probably like this. Because they're babies and they're
son's
they're
parents.
just
He
potatoes.
changed his own name. Yeah, that's right.
They're
Thank
just
you very much.
potatoes at this stage.
So yeah, so the son's parents are doing the controlling. I always told them no. They asked why, and I told them they do not get to see our children if all they can do is insult their names. My parents accused me of trying to control them and said nicknames are a part of life. That's not what you're doing. You're trying to be a controlling cunt. Let's put not too fine a point under it. You're not doing it because you really love nicknames.
No, you've literally. It's like when you adopt an animal and you get it and you're told its name's like, no, I don't like that name. And instead of calling it Fido, I'm going to call it Rex.
I told them that what they had done wasn't giving a nickname. It was renaming my children in their own heads, and my wife and I do not want them renaming them.
Because it's not their fucking name.
Because go fuck yourself, that's why.
That's not my name. Blankety blank.
I also said we will not further encourage the use of nicknames they gave them. My parents said, if I had stuck to the family way of naming babies, none of this would be happening, and they said I was being unfair to them. Am I the arsehole?
No.
You need to rename your fucking parents straight away.
Yes, from the chat, Tamsin says, I would rename the grandparents fuck and off.
Yeah, immediately.
Spot on.
Every time they come round, I would call them something different.
Yes.
I'd be like, it's just a nickname. It's cool that I call you cunt face. It's just calling you cunt face. It's just a nickname. And people get nicknames. And I would call them that all the time forever. And I would never, ever, 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 ever stop. And eventually they'd be like, I don't like this game anymore. And I'd be like, don't worry about it. You'll be dead soon.
Wow. That took a turn. Yeah. Welcome in, Ellie. What are we doing? Naming babies? No, somebody's named a baby and the parents have decided they're just going to name them something different. The grandparents just, yeah. It's a whole thing. So, on that note, I think it's very clear to see, if you'd like to look up.
Yes, I am looking up. Yes, sorry.
I think it's very clear to see that the op is not the arsehole. Good looking up. I enjoyed it.
And then I looked at you a little bit.
Bit of side glance. We'll have a bit of side glance.
Right.
Oh, there's a family way? Emancipate immediately.
There's a right way, the wrong way, the max power way.
No, we'll do it again.
Max power. Right, you're going to do yours.
Would you like my board?
Yes.
That's what it says, yeah.
Yes.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Am I the arsehole for firing my mother-in-law?
Out of a cannon into the sun.
Back 4 months ago, both my husband and I landed the same job, making fantastic pay. This job pays $28 an hour, so this was huge for us.
Okay.
The problem is that it's overnight shifts, so we needed a sitter for the kids.
Okay.
We asked mother-in-law to do so. She said yes, and thus the transaction was complete. And we told her to pick what she felt was a fair amount for payments.
That sounds like a dangerous
That's
start.
a recipe for disaster right off the bat.
Pick whatever money you think is right.
She said $300 on the 3-day weeks and $400 on the 4-day weeks.
So like $100 a day.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah. It also says in parentheses, 12-hour shifts on the 4-day weeks.
Man, she is properly being put to work.
I will admit, I was a bit thrown off with that price, only because she didn't get here until after the kids, all over 12, were already sleeping and left before they woke up.
What a racket!
So all she did was use our hot water, eat our food, and sleep.
And then fuck off.
I didn't say anything because it's really long hours and we needed someone. Yeah, because it's really hard to fucking sleep, isn't it? That's challenging.
Mm.
It turned to shit quick.
It turned to shit.
No fucking around in this one. It's just straight to the point. It turned to shit quick. Every workday we get out at 5:30. I assume that's AM, but it doesn't clarify. And have an hour drive home.
Right, so that's 6:30.
She is blowing up our phones by 10 to 6 a.m., asking where we are and telling us to hurry up.
You know where they are. They're driving home.
We get home to filth created by her because my kids are sleeping the whole time. Like garbage beside the chair/sofa where she sleeps, dirty dishes everywhere. I bet this mother-in-law is begging for a bed with a fucking frame, isn't she?
Right.
My God. Yeah, so garbage beside the chair/sofa where she sleeps, dirty dishes everywhere, dog shit. Apparently, she wasn't bringing the dog out.
What? She just left the dog inside so it had a shit.
Mm.
Fuck me.
And found she's been letting the dog sleep on our bed. Absolute big no-no. Right, because sleeping in your bed, no. Shitting on the floor, you're less concerned with.
Maybe
right.
it would shit on the bed.
Shit in your fruit tea. As well as feeding our dog table scraps. Again, this is what you find egregious. It's not the fact the dog's shitting on the floor. It's that it's sleeping on your bed and eating pizza crusts. Really?
Now I want pizza.
Don't we all? Pizza is a man's best friend, in case you didn't get the memo. I only know this because all of a sudden she begs constantly when she didn't before.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Detective. Worked it out.
And she shits in your pizza box. Between me trying to manage this new sleeping schedule and me having to undo everything she did while here, I decided I couldn't do it. This was following her calling us out of work twice because her back hurt and she wanted to go home. This sleeping gig isn't what it's cracked up to be. I think I will book, actually.
Fucking hell.
So I spoke to my husband and I told him I wasn't paying her to watch our kids anymore because she's creating more problems than she's worth.
I wasn't going to pay her to watch our kids when she wasn't watching our kids. Yeah.
Yeah. And that he needed to let her go. He agreed, but he didn't want to hurt her feelings. So I told him I could do it. No problem hurting her feelings. Absolutely zero qualms whatsoever. Doesn't say that, but I assume.
You're just saying
I'm
that.
reading between the lines.
You are.
I'm method acting. He decided it would be better if we both did it. So we called her on speaker and told her this wasn't working out. When she asked why, we were pretty blunt in our reasoning.
You're a massive cunt.
She trashes the house. She eats everything in sight, even stuff we said don't touch. She doesn't follow our rules about the dog, and she costs us almost $1,300 for having us leave work within an hour of being there because of her back. She starts yelling and saying she quit her job to do this. We had no idea she quit, or why, considering she didn't work the days that we did.
She quit a job.
I quit my job for this!
That didn't clash. Fucking hell.
I interrupted my busy schedule of sitting
Absolutely
at home
nothing.
and leaving shit on the floor and not doing anything to come here and sit on the sofa, complain about my back because I sit around too long, let the dog shit on the floor, and eat pizza. So I think you can't fire me, actually.
I quit.
I think you'll find. She starts yelling and saying she quit her job to do this, and that we were heartless because this was her only income now.
I played the smallest violin in the world and told her to go fuck herself.
It does not say that. My husband was visibly uncomfortable, but we stood our ground. He is feeling some type of way. One of your favourite phrases. Because now he's questioning whether or not she was causing that many issues. Mate, really?
Oh, if I got 400 a week to sleep, eat, and shit, what's that? And
for a sleep, eat, and shit gig, you bet I'd quit my day job. This is a pretty cushy deal, actually.
Here's a good deal.
Yeah, and
I couldn't see that because of the.
I don't use the term cushy lightly either. Yeah. He is feeling some type of way because now he's questioning whether or not she was causing that many issues.
Yeah, because he feels bad, but she was.
He isn't seeing the way I. What? He isn't seeing it the way I do, however, because he's not the one that deals with all the problems. I am. I do the grocery shopping and have had to go several times more than I usually do after not sleeping. I'm the one who cleans. He does other chores. Am I the arsehole? He feels terrible. I do not.
I mean, I think this one, no one is the arsehole apart from the mother-in-law here. And she didn't even snoop. Normally they snoop, Jez.
She was too busy shitting on the floor or whatever it was she was doing to snoop.
Unbelievable. She did everything else but snoop. She had no time to snoop.
No snooping.
No. Well, listen. You hired someone. It was the mum. Probably shouldn't have hired the mum. She did a shit job. Now she's got to get out of here. Oh, you need to break up. Shit. I mean, is this course for...
Isn't that always the advice in this segment? Throw the whole man away!
If they can't agree on this, because now the son is like, oh, I feel really bad about this.
You can feel bad as long as she gets the fuck out and we hire an actual babysitter. Yeah.
She's an asshole.
Not for getting rid of the mum. Oh, really?
I think she will be getting rid of the mum. I think the mum is... I got from what you were reading that they got rid of the mum, but now the son is just feeling bad. And now she's got this situation where she's like, don't feel bad.
Oh, wait, no, here's the clarification. She's the arsehole, not for getting rid of the mum, but for letting the dude get away with not doing his share of the work. There is that.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a very small point at the end of it. We don't quite know what the share is. She mentions these things, but it's hard to say.
Probably not an arsehole, but massive sucker. Yeah. Dear me. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he can appreciate how much extra chore she's incurring as a result of this BS, then break up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a horror show, frankly, isn't it? That the mum is called in to do this, paying the mum to do it, and the mum does fuck all.
You had one job.
And you didn't do it.
It was literally sit there.
Look after it, let the dog go out, make sure the kids are okay, tidy the fuck up. Like, did they not see this was coming? Because when they said, I tell you, let's get your mum to do it. And then suddenly she should have said, your mum? Haven't you ever been round to her house? The house is full of dog shit where she doesn't let the dog out. And she has food everywhere. She leaves plates everywhere. Don't you think she's just kind of going to be a bit like that with us? And then he went, no, I think it'll be good. Because people who are untidy will be untidy. It won't not going to change their routine, as it were.
That's true.
So I'm surprised they didn't see this coming.
No, the only issue I'm seeing here from the ops point of view and her husband is she's basically doing night shifts with the kids. So why the fuck wasn't the mother-in-law given a bed?
Yeah.
Like, why is she being expected to sleep on the sofa?
Why is she sleeping on the sofa?
So maybe she does have a bad back because you're getting her to sleep on the sofa when she should just have a bed, really.
It's just a bad idea.
Yeah, so that's a bit shitty. But, yeah. In reference to the actual question, which was, am I the arsehole for firing my mother-in-law? Mother-in-law?
You have to do it again.
I have to do it again. That kind of misspeaking will not fly on the tickers. Let me tell you.
No, they will be confused.
So in reference to the original question, which was, am I the arsehole for firing my mother-in-law? The answer is a resounding, Alex.
Not the asshole. Nice. Well, listen.
Nailed it almost first time.
Coming in at 10:30, we've had a fun, packed show with lots of cool shit, and I hope you've had a good time.
It's been a good one. It's been full on.
Loads
Lots
of stuff.
I've ranted a lot.
Bit of haters, bit of getting to see.
I definitely got started.
Oh yeah, we got started.
100% got started.
Always good to get started on this show, and we'll be back next week with more getting started. Something we should mention.
Oh yes, yeah. We promised an announcement. We should probably announce something.
Go for it if you want to announce it.
I've forgotten the date.
I've got it right in front of me. Shall I
Okay.
announce it?
Yes, you announce it.
We've been talking quite a lot about doing a 24-hour stream.
A lot.
And we were debating when to do it, and we've come down to say that we're going to do the 24-hour stream on May the 27th and May the 28th. So 12 o'clock p.m.
Midday.
Midday, Saturday the 27th, finishes midday, Sunday the 28th. 24 hours all the way through like that. And hopefully we'll have many excellent guests to turn up and sit on the sofa. And we'll be doing all manner of shit. Hopefully we'll give away some stuff and lots of sub goals and reasons for us to make money and buy a car and drive it around Europe. Oh no, I won't be here. Well, I don't know what to say.
You can watch from where you are.
Yeah. We'll be on for an entire 24 hours.
Sure, you can fit some of that in. If not, as long as we've got a big enough hard drive, the archive of it will be going on.
Yeah.
On YouTube and everything.
So
there you go.
We'll put some more stuff about that up, and as we work out the kind of things we want to do on that, it will obviously be lots of the same stuff as we always do, and various extra bits and pieces that we just started to do. Probably some cocktail-y bits.
Oh yeah, I definitely think there's going to be some cocktails.
We're not going to be drinking like any button gaming drinks, and we've never done a 24-hour stream before.
I've no, individually or collectively.
So we won't be going mad. But it'll be a good night, and hopefully some things that we haven't done.
I might go mad, literally.
Yes.
But not mad drinking, is what you mean to say. Yeah.
Taking the eldest niece to Greece. No stream watching.
That rhymes, and you know it rhymes.
So we'll put something up on the whatchamacallit on the Discord about that. But I'm looking forward to that. We've got a bit of time to sort that out. There's not a lot to sort out. Just find a bunch of stuff.
It's basically do what we do on a Tuesday night, and then do it a bit longer.
Yeah,
really,
do it longer,
isn't it? Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah. So that is also to say, I think, based on me saying it now and that being the way, there won't be a DGMS the Tuesday before or the Tuesday after.
Yeah.
So it'll be all the DGMS all the time on the Saturday.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah. I'll still be asleep Tuesday, to be honest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this shit
So
up.
there you go. That I think, Alex, is pretty much how you end a show, right?
That's it.